Yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place as a result. But I think we're going to be all right. I'm very focused on the shows tonight. I'm very focused on NXT, AEW. Of course, we could see some invasions tonight. There's lots of rumors that we're going to see some big names come into NXT. Of course, this is the go-home show for Survivor Series. So Raw, I thought, was very disappointing. There's no two ways about it. Apart from the end, which even the end for me didn't save the show. It was just like this big melee kind of a thing. There wasn't really that many SmackDown superstars. So I kind of felt like SmackDown was kind of not really shown off that well on Monday. There was quite a few Raw people there, 'cause of course it was Raw, and a lot of NXT talent. So, I mean, the kind of melee at the end was fine. But honestly, I didn't think it saved what was quite a poor show. And then, yeah, I mean, actually, it's been a really bad week. So we had, like, obviously all the drama with NWA. Then we've had what I thought was a poor Raw. But, I mean, thank God we have got to Wednesday, because Wednesday is Wednesday Night Wrestling. So, very excited to see if we can kind of get back on track, if you will. So I'm excited to see what we've got in store tonight. I know there's some matches that are quite intriguing. We've got the likes of, I say intriguing, I am a little bit worried about Darby Allin and Jon Moxley, because I'm not really a fan of hardcore wrestling. So I actually think, though, I'm going to enjoy it tonight, because I don't like, and I know some of you are going to disagree with me on this, but I don't like hardcore wrestling when it's just spot after spot after spot after spot. I like a bit of storytelling. I like some actual wrestling to be mixed in there. And I feel like we might get that with Darby Allin and Jon Moxley tonight, because of course it's on TV, and so there's no way they're going to be able to go as far as they did when it was Moxley against Omega. So I don't mind the violence. I haven't got an issue with the violence. That wasn't a problem for me with that match. I just felt like it was spot after spot after spot. I wanted the wrestling to connect it all. That's what I was missing. You got one of the best wrestlers, if not the best wrestler in the world, in Kenny Omega, and we just wasn't seeing any wrestling. I know that wasn't the story of the match. The story of the match was, could Kenny deliver a hardcore match? Moxley didn't think he could. So Kenny was trying to prove that he could. So I get all of that, and cut a long story short, hopefully we do get a really good match between Moxley and Darby Allin tonight. And of course, got a ladder match over on NXT. We're going to be seeing over on NXT the likes of Adam Cole taking on Dijakovic in a ladder match. And so I am, very excited for that. Very excited for that. I think that's got great potential. And of course, we're building towards Survivor Series. We're building towards War Games. So much on the horizon. So much wrestling to look forward to and talk about. And of course, SmackDown still to come on Friday as well. So, yeah, loads going on, guys. Loads going on. Hello to everyone that is in the chat. Hello to Christopher Rogers. Hello to Jacob. Oh, there was someone actually that asked for a shout out. Let me have a look. I want to make sure that I do that. Yes, Toby. Tonight my name is Toby. So Toby Pentney, shout out to you, my friend. Boom. So hello to William. Good evening from Texas. What if the Fiend attacks Balor and won't believe it, but I had another audition. Oh, very cool. How are you? I gotta be honest, I'm not in a brilliant place. I've had a really rubbish 24 hours. The whole Jim Cornette stuff really got to me. But I've shook it off, in the words of Taylor Swift. I've shook it off. So I've shook that off, and I'm here just for a really good, really positive live stream about AEW and NXT. In regards to The Fiend, I gotta be honest, I don't want to see him on the show. I don't want to see him tonight. I don't see why he would want to fight for SmackDown. Like, he's actually not involved in this feud. He's facing Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series. So The Fiend doesn't care about NXT, doesn't care about Raw. The Fiend has never stood up for a brand. He's always just been like a lone ranger. So I've got to be honest, like, I get that it would be cool to see The Fiend tonight. Totally understand that. But it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make any sense. If he shows up tonight and starts beating up NXT people, everyone on Twitter is going to be asking, why has he done that? Why is he doing that? Why is he gone after Balor? Balor, I mean, at the moment, isn't even involved in Survivor Series. Balor hasn't invaded any of the brands. Balor doesn't seem to care about NXT. Do you know what I mean? So it would be very strange. It would be very, very strange. So don't get your hopes up. I don't think they're going to do it. Tall Paul says, I like Cornette, but he tries too hard to be funny. Thank you very much, Tall Paul 2000's gaming channel. Really appreciate the support, dude. If The Fiend did attack, he would destroy NXT, Raw, and his own brand. It would be a crazy one. It would be a crazy one. Days, how much would I have to donate to get a Twitter shout out? To be honest, wouldn't want to encourage donating for me actually doing things. Like, that's not really how it works around here. You know, if people want to kindly donate, then that's amazing, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, I wouldn't want to start putting like prices on things. I don't know, dude. Send me a thought. That's how much it'll cost you. Send me something that I can retweet. Simple. If I look at it and I go, yeah, that's worth sharing, people would like to see this, then that's it, isn't it? That's how we do it. NXT are making us look like spoiled brats. Tonight we've got Cole versus Dijakovic in a ladder match, and Oh, are they? I didn't know the Revival were on the show. That's amazing. Legit, I didn't know that. So, very cool. Okay. Is Ali G on NXT tonight? What do you mean? Mustafa Ali and Shorty G. The legendary tag team that is Ali G. I don't know. I would imagine so. I would imagine there's going to be a lot of superstars that are going to get involved tonight. Days, I have a Jeopardy question for you. The Swiss superstar lost to Mansoor at Crown Jewel. Wow, that is a very tricky question, my friend. It's hard to narrow down all of the Swiss superstars that there are in WWE. It's hard to figure out which one you're referring to. So I do love that question, though. If anyone thinks they know the answer to that, then feel free to drop it in the chat. So, yeah, we've got, 48 minutes? I still haven't sent the old tweet out yet to let people know that we are here and we are live. I like these business policies. I don't want to encourage that. I don't want to encourage people donating so that I'll do things. If people want to be kind enough to donate and I'll read their message and see what they've got to say, then that's kind of how it works. I hope you're well anyway. Can I just say too, this is the NWO podcast, who just literally sent that comment. I was in your podcast all night last night. I didn't want to say anything. I do feel really bad sometimes when I say stuff, because like sometimes there's a lot of people that jump in and go, Days, how you doing, blah, 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 which is awesome. Thank you very much. But it's obviously it's a different show. So, I just kind of sat quietly in the background, but it was really cool. If you go, I did say during yesterday's NWA podcast, you should go to This Is the NWA podcast, because those guys carry on the conversation about NWA. And they actually had Nick Aldis in their chat, which was really cool. So Nick Aldis turned up and was just dropping a few comments. They've also done a great interview with Thunder Rosa. And they've got... Who did you say the next interview was with? Tim Storm? Is it Tim Storm? Can't quite remember now. I think you said it was Tim Storm. So, yeah, there's a lot going on that channel. I think I just saw our good friend C Wrestling as well, another fantastic YouTuber, which just goes without saying, doesn't it? I mean, if you don't know C Wrestling by now, where have you been? Yes, shout out to you as well, my friend. I'm actually just trying to find the picture of the thumbnail that I need for Twitter, and it's not jumping out at me, so let's go to some more comments. I donate because I watch every video and every stream, and I want it to continue. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Honestly, I mean, it goes without saying, it's going to make a big difference. It made a big difference before, but in these turbulent times, it continues to make a difference. I mean, look, in the past, that money would go to postage and it would go to figures. And I didn't lie about that. It went to postage and it went to figures. I was spending over £100 on postage. Postage a month. Over £100 on postage. In fact, well over. And we were buying things like figures and slam attacks and stuff along those lines. So I never lied. It all went back into the channel. Of course, things are changing now, and I honestly don't know how things are going to settle down. I don't know what the future is for Wheel of Fun. I don't know what the future is for championships and things like that. I'm not saying that they're done. I'm not saying that they're gone. That's not what I'm saying. They are on hold at the moment whilst they try and figure out what we're allowed to do. And it's very difficult to know what you're allowed to do. It's very difficult to know. I mean, we could get fined $40,000 if I was to say this watch along wasn't made for kids and someone watched it and thought it was. I could get fined $40,000. And spoiler, I haven't got $40,000, so that's the future of YouTube. That is the future of YouTube, and I'm seeing a lot of concern out there. So yeah, I'm not saying Wheel of Fun is gone. I'm not saying championships have gone. I'm just saying we have to make sure we're above board. We've got to make sure that we're doing things right. So yeah, I really appreciate the support. Days, who do you think is the better character, Moxley or Ambrose? I think Ambrose is better. It's really hard to say because I don't think Moxley, I think, is being used well. I think he's being allowed to do whatever he wants. And surely letting talents express themselves is a positive thing. So I think Moxley is being booked better than Ambrose. I think Ambrose had a couple of nice moments. Ambrose in the Shield will always be my favourite. But I think as a solo superstar, he wasn't really given many opportunities. I know he won the championship, but you got to remember that when he won the championship, he was kind of involved in a bit of a storyline with, like, James Ellsworth. And I remember, like, a ladder match with AJ Styles, and I just remember it not being very good. The whole thing just wasn't very good. So, I remember, actually, though, I was into Ellsworth around that time. I know Ellsworth was a decent-sized star around that time. But to think that's all his championship run was, I can't remember much more than that. I remember the odd match against Seth and a little feud against Seth, but yeah, that was it. I mean, honestly, that was it. The rest of it was like mid-card titles, a rubbish match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. He wasn't used well. I think the Ambrose character I probably preferred, but man, it needed to be booked a hell of a lot better than it was. Corner is old, stuck-up clown. The new era of wrestling is now. Day's chance for a shout-out. Shout-out to Jay Hardman. Dude, this is Jim Hornet. This will forever be Jim Hornet. We called this guy Jim Hornet a long time ago, and nothing has changed my mind on renaming him. He is Jim Hornet. Days, the Fiend is actually being advertised for tonight. Is he? Okay. Amazing. Okay, I had no idea. Again, I'm not changing my stance on what I said earlier. If the Fiend is advertised, I'm still staying the same. It doesn't make sense. He's not in a feud with anyone from NXT. He's fighting Daniel Bryan, who's on his same brand. Why would the Fiend care about NXT? I'm sorry, but if the Fiend is on tonight's show, it's just to boost ratings. It's just a ratings grab, and I kind of feel like the Fiend is better than that. You know, I would actually feel like that was bad booking, if I'm being honest. And I know some people might disagree, but honestly, upsetting people is like my favorite pastime at the moment. So, someone was spamming days or wrestling days. What do you mean? Hey, Days, I'm really starting to miss Velveteen Dream. He's the only wrestler whose merch I've ever bought. I absolutely love him. Yeah, he's awesome. I don't know when he's back. Hopefully soon, but yeah, I don't know when he's back. Go home show for Survivor Series. Could we see fireworks? Oh, you're going to see some stuff tonight. No doubt about it, buddy. You're going to see some stuff. I think tonight's going to be very tasty. Very, very tasty. Let me just continue to write this tweet because I do like to try and have this done before the stream starts, but also I am a disgrace, so I did not get it done in advance. So AEW Dynamite and NXT watch along, full show live reactions. Hopefully if someone reads that, they actually read that, because they didn't read it before. Adam Cole versus Dijakovic. Not sure how you spell that. Dijakovic. I think I've spelled that right. And then, of course, we've got Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley. And what are we saying? Plus, are we saying the Fiend? I'll put the Fiend. If you're telling me the Fiend's being advertised. Fiend, I'm sure we'll see Cody. I'm sure we'll see Chris Jericho. I'm sure we're going to see... Oh, who else is there? Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa and much more. That'll do. Right, hashtag NXT, hashtag AEW, hashtag AEW Dynamite. What else? Hashtag wrestling. Feel like that's important. Hashtag maybe Survivor Series. I'm getting closer. Probably should put War Games, but oh, I can. I think might be running out of room, but here we go. NXT War Games, yeah, yeah. Did you fit? Yes, you fitted. And WWE. I should probably put WWE. Hashtag WWE. There we go. That'll do. Lovely stuff. Tweet has been sent. Bish bash bosh. Thank you very much to Mama Westman. Really appreciate the support, my friend. Shout out to Mama Westman. Becky Lynch just tweeted a picture of NXT full sale. Ooh. Dijakovic. I think that's how I spelt it, Nick. Let me double check it. Yes. Hello. Boom. Thank you. Someone said, Days, did you see CM Punk? And then it disappeared. If you're going to ask me, did I see CM Punk last night? I did, and I did a video on it. Wrestling Days, Punk is the fourth member of Team Ciampa at War Games. That's why they're not revealing it until Saturday, and Ciampa invited him to go to war with him. He did also say, actually, CM Punk, that he liked what he saw from NXT. He actually spoke quite a bit on WWE Backstage about NXT, so, man, that would be huge. I said if I was going to bring CM Punk back, I would put him in NXT. I would put him in NXT, and I would have him down there and build him up just for a bit. You can always move him to SmackDown and Raw, but CM Punk in NXT is going to give you that ratings boost that you need. It's going to take you from 800,000 to 1.5 million in the blink of an eye, like without even breaking a sweat. You'd through the roof. There wouldn't be a war anymore. There wouldn't be a Wednesday night war if you put CM Punk on NXT. So if that's how they're going to use him, I think that would be very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. To be honest, though, is he going to go and work for Triple H's brand? Not sure he will. I don't know if he will. He called him Vince's doofus son-in-law, didn't he? Like, there's no love lost between CM Punk and Triple H. So I'm not sure if he would do that. Days, don't you want an updated Dean Ambrose with the short hair? I know it won't happen, but give me what I want. It won't happen, bud. I think they probably were working on it. I think they probably were going to do it, and then that was it. It was gone, and that's it. It's not under contract anymore. Days, you forgot to put Balor. Oh, should have put Balor. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I would love to see that match. I think you will. I would be amazed if they did not do that. Any updates on the main Twitter? Absolutely nothing. It's been 14 days. My appeal went through about 12 days ago. They say that it takes about 10 days. So really it should have been literally, and it should have been yesterday. It should have been today. Still haven't heard anything. There's no one to talk to. It's a mess. It's a mess. I mean, I will chase it again, but if I tell you I've sent 50 emails, I would be underestimating it. I mean, honestly, the thing is a mess. Twitter's a mess. YouTube's a mess. Everything's a mess. Whilst it's extremely unlikely, what would you think if CM Punk is just playing WWE by doing backstage and then plans to sign with AEW? Well, he could. He definitely could. I mean, he tagged Tony Khan in that tweet, didn't he? And he can see the response. It could be that he's accepted the job with Fox, get him back onto TV, get everyone hyped, get everyone cheering for him, and then he goes to AEW. That would be the ultimate sticking the fingers up to Vince McMahon. I mean, didn't Vince fire CM Punk on his wedding day? So I kind of feel like he got fired on his wedding day, and this would be a great way of turning around and basically, you know, sticking two fingers up to Vince and sticking two fingers up to Triple H. So, yeah. Is the answer. I believe that is, I would say, unlikely, but I absolutely would not rule it out. If we did come and sit in the field to watch the streams, could you do a Wheel of Fun then? Yes, see wrestling. Yes, I think that is an alternative. If everyone, I mean, I could fit everyone as well. Got like, I've got a decent sized garden, kind of wraps around, but I mean, there's just empty fields over here. So if you want to all arrange it amongst yourselves as to how you're going to get over, Mama Days will do the tea. Yeah, we've got enough tea to go around, trust me. We've got loads of biscuits and things. It's going to be quite comfortable. Maybe it's one for the summer. My album might be out then as well. So we could do the stream. And then after the stream, I could do like the official album launch where I just sing like the Wheel of Fun song, do the No Lean song. I mean, you know the hits. We've got the boring Corbin song. You know the hits. So yeah, we could make a big day of it. So talk amongst yourselves and we'll get something arranged. Then we could throw pennies at you instead of super chats. I'm not sure if that sounds like a good idea or not. Dave's conspiracy theory, Vince McMahon using the WWE as a stud farm for his daughter Stephanie McMahon to create superior future wrestlers with McMahon lineage. You've solved it. You've absolutely nailed it. That is exactly what's going on. Dave, CM Punk said the big dog segment was garbage. You know he was little shirt boy. I saw backstage. I saw all of his comments. I thought there was some very interesting stuff. It really was one of those can't miss shows, wasn't it? You kind of felt the excitement as the show began, and then as he was talking, and you could see Twitter blowing up. It's pretty special, man. It was pretty special. So I'm already looking forward to next week. I really get the feeling like Seth tweeted on purpose. Like, out of everyone that tweeted, there was a couple of tweets, but they only focused on Seth. And Seth is the one that keeps banging the drum. And I just get the feeling that they're setting it up, man. I just get the feeling they're really drawing attention to it to set things up. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. Yeah, I think about it this way. The Fiend tweeted about CM Punk. Showed a couple of images of the Fiend. of Bray Wyatt getting like attacked by CM Punk and whatever. And they didn't touch on that. They didn't do anything with that, but yet he did respond to Seth. Kevin Paveo, is that? I can never ever see on these screens. Kevin Paveo, I think it is. Seth, Roman, and Braun are in Orlando. Woo! We are in for a special show. I mean, of course, Seth was Roman on NXT. Seth was Roman. I feel like Roman was only for a short time. They were more FCW, weren't they? They were more just before NXT. But Seth certainly was the first NXT champion. Seth, I think, appeared on NXT. And did Braun? I don't know if Braun ever appeared on NXT. I don't think he did. Don't think Braun ever appeared on NXT. Maybe as one of Adam Rose's Rosebuds or something. But I can't think of him ever having a match. I think he just went straight to the main roster. So, yeah, it's going to be weird seeing Braun in Full Sail. So, and apparently Becky's there as well. So, they're getting all of these teasers out so that you know what show to watch tonight. You're like, shall I watch AEW or NXT? And you look on Twitter and you got Roman and Braun and Seth and Becky and everyone's going to be around. It's going to be huge. Triple H said he was going to leave the doors open, weren't he? He was leaving the doors open, so expect carnage. If you called the Wheel of Fun the Wheel of Death, would that secretly work? No, because I would... It's still a game, to be honest. It's still a game, and unless I can find a way of making sure there is no doubt that it is aimed at people 13 and above, then I don't know how we can do it, is the honest answer. Whatever form the Wheel of Fun returns in, so I would love to bring it back. I will try and bring it back. It needs to be aimed at people 13 and above. I mean, look, I didn't know this. I think a lot of people didn't know this about YouTube. But apparently, when you set up a YouTube account, it asks, are you 13? Right? Because apparently 13, under 13, you've never been allowed to be on YouTube. It's not been a thing. You've never been encouraged. Well, you have been encouraged. There's been a lot of videos that have encouraged you. I can't imagine Baby Shark was made for 30-year-olds. So people under 13 were never supposed to be allowed onto YouTube, if that makes sense. And I think things got a little bit out of control, if you will. And now YouTube are trying to rein it all back in. So now you have to say, is your content made for kids or not made for kids? The whole thing sucks. I don't get the issue. I don't get the problem. Like, we have people watch the channel that are under 13. Of course they do. I met a lot of them at Wrestling Shop Live. They were awesome. They were amazing. They were really cool. Really cool. I love that demographic. They're really passionate about wrestling. They're knowledgeable. They're learning as well. I love that. I mean, I love talking about old school wrestlers, and there's maybe wrestlers there that they won't have heard of. I love talking about Bruno Sammartino. I love talking about Sherry Martel, talking about territories, talking about the old, how wrestling began, and Capital Wrestling, and WWF, and, talking about Andre the Giant, talking about Showdown at Shia, and, oh man, I mean, you can talk about Antonio Inoki, and Muhammad Ali, and Gorilla Monsoon, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, and my favourite era, which is the late 80s, early 90s, and you've got these youngsters that maybe haven't been shown all of this stuff. And I love talking about it. And now YouTube have gone, no. No, you can't. Bye. Say bye. Say bye, everyone. Bye. So it sucks, man. It really sucks. Days, you could age restrict your channel. That way it knows that it's not targeted towards kids. I think if you age restrict, you don't age restrict to 13. I think if you age restrict to, I want to say it might even be 18. See wrestling. Do you know at all, bud? If you're still around, if you age restrict a video, what age does it restrict it to? I mean, here's a question: why does that exist? If people under the age of 13 weren't meant to be on YouTube, why does age restricting even exist? Unless it's to restrict people, say 13 to 18. Maybe age restriction limits down to 18. So if you're 14, then of course you should be able to watch videos that don't need age restriction. It's complicated, isn't it? It's complicated. Report from Meltzer. Jim Hornet is at Full Sail. Good boy. Days, did you see Adam Cole wants Brock and The Fiend? He can want what he wants. It's 18. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't want to go down that road, to be honest. I don't want to have to age restrict watch-alongs and things, because then we're losing 13 to 18-year-olds. The issue that YouTube has is people under 13, which honestly I do not agree with. I think it's a real shame. I think it's a real shame. So don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I disagree with it. I met loads of people under 13 at Wrestling Shop Live, and they were absolutely awesome. And some of the most knowledgeable wrestling fans I've spoken to. There was one kid that was teaching me things. So, you know what I mean? I know, Days, you've got a revolver, put one bullet in it, spin the cylinder. You don't have to eat those. That would definitely be a game that's older, yes. It's the 13 or older Wheel of Fun. It's the not friendly for children. Everybody loves the not friendly for children. What was that? Not friendly for children? It's not friendly for children. Ba-dum-bum. What if you do the Wheel of Fun on Twitter? Like putting a video in a comment that you said is the winner. Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, I was kind of playing around with the idea of if you... Maybe I spin the wheel and the wheel takes me to a stream. Okay, so this was an idea I had. I'm not sure if this is going to work, though. So we don't do anything on the streams. So the streams are for adults, yeah, if you will. 13 and overs. And what we do is on Sunday, I do a separate video where I go, right, we're going to do some giveaways. So I'm going to spin the wheel, and we spin the wheel, and it lands on NXT. So I go to the NXT stream from that week, and I spin the wheel again, and it tells me a minute, okay? So say it says go to the 89th minute, or maybe I don't do that on the wheel because that's going to be a lot of segments. Maybe I somehow find a different way, like a random number generator, and I put between, say, 1 and 200 or something, and it goes, right, 89. Well, I could go to the 89th minute of that week's NXT stream, and whoever has the top comment at that point wins a figure, wins magazine, wins slam attacks, whatever, yeah? Like, that would be a way of picking a winner at random. Someone that had supported the streams would still be a winner. The streams themselves would be fine. And I'd be moving it all to a separate video on Sunday. Now, looking at that, I kind of go, okay, that feels like it works. But, I mean, who's to say that someone from the government doesn't go, yeah, but you're still encouraging kids to go onto the watch-alongs? Because the kids are going to want to go onto the watch-alongs to make sure they win the prizes. I wouldn't have an answer to that. So in that regard, I think it fails. This is what I'm saying. It's mental. It is mental. It is cray-cray. Yeah, I felt like it was a good idea as well. I felt like that was a good idea as well. So you keep all of the streams, every single stream. So it could land on any stream, could land on any stream, could land on any minute, any moment. Could be AEW, goes to AEW stream, goes to NWA stream, goes to SmackDown stream. Yeah, you spin the wheel. SmackDown, okay? Random number generator. SmackDown that week was 2 hours long. So I need a number between 0 and 120. Yeah? That's 2 hours. So, random number generator. Bing! 47. So I need to go to the 47th minute of the SmackDown stream. Top comment. You are a winner! But honestly, I think they'll turn around and go, no, you're encouraging kids. What do you want me to do? Days, just say hell every time. Yeah, I mean, look, I think you're going to see a lot of this. I think you're going to see a lot of YouTubers now change their presentation. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You shouldn't have to change who you are. You shouldn't have to change. I mean, literally change your videos, change who you are. I'm not someone that swears. I'm not someone that swears in real life. I can do these streams very, very comfortably and not like slip up or anything because I'm not someone that swears a lot in life. I have swore, but you know, not on streams. At least I don't remember. And it's never been a chore. But you might find a lot of YouTubers now doing that. Welcome to beep beep beep. Just so they can convince people that they're not aimed at under 13s. Post the separate video on Twitter. The problem is, right, I get what you're saying. The problem with that is that it's still encouraging people to go to the watch-alongs. I'm still encouraging kids to join the watch-alongs so that they can win. It doesn't matter where that video goes. Doesn't matter where I put that. I could put it on Twitch. I can put it on Twitter. I can put it on Facebook. I could put a TV on my head and I could just walk around town showing it only on this TV, right? Which would be amazing. But it still comes back to the fact that I would be encouraging people to go to the watch-alongs so that they would be in with a chance of winning. Be them adults, be them children, be them whoever. And it's so serious because I would potentially have to defend that in court. Like, it's me that would get sued. It's not YouTube. I would get sued for up to just over $40,000. It's really serious stuff. Really, really serious stuff. So we're gonna have to keep thinking on. This is why it's not a quick fix. This is why. I mean, I'm sure there's people going, "Oh, we still haven't sorted it yet." It's not an easy thing to sort. Is the answer? It's not something that I've got an answer to at the moment. It's not something. I need something that I feel 100%. Yeah, if that goes to court, I'll defend that. I'll defend that till the cows come home. There is no way, no jury, no judge can look at that and tell me that that is aimed at kids. And once I've got that, we're up and running. We're off. We're going down to Funtown. 42,000 says Gabriel. Guys, let's make hashtag save the wheel. It's not going to help. They put cartoons on YouTube for 13-year-olds and younger with a chat. I was like, it was happening. Days, can you come to Maine? Yeah, I'd like to go over to America. I'd like to go to Maine. I want that Randy Savage poster. Which one? This one. Nice, isn't it? It is very, very cool. Days, did you see you were featured on Backstage? Oh, yeah, we didn't even speak about that. I've said that it's been a crazy 24 hours. I haven't even mentioned the fact that I was shown on nationwide TV in the USA, which I didn't know about. I mean, look, if I knew that was going to happen, you would have been told. Yeah, you would have been told. I would have passed it by. Guys, don't miss Backstage. You won't believe this, but they've got in touch with me and they've said they're going to use a clip. Right? I would have told you. I had no idea. Like, borderline, I think I could sue them for using my stuff. Actually, I don't think I could because they've used it. They've used a clip of a longer video in a different context in a way. And I wouldn't sue them anyway. So, yeah, to cut a long story short, I had no idea. It was amazing. I was watching live. I found a link on Google. And so I was watching live because I knew there'd be a lot of talking points from CM Punk being on the show. And I think just before me was Wrestle Talk. And I saw them use Wrestle Talk. I was like, no way they're using Wrestle Talk. That's random. Like WWE never use YouTubers like that, or rarely, very, very rarely. So they used Wrestle Talk. And then before I knew it, I was looking at myself. Like temporarily, the screen appeared to just turn into a mirror because I was sat here with this background, watching me talk with this background. And it was like, there was some kind of weird Inception thing going on. I was like, there was like a stare down between me and myself for a moment. I was like, that's me. And it was crazy. And I've got to tell you, I'm so disappointed I didn't stream. Like, that would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. And, right, I'll tell you something else. There is a lot of ad breaks. There's a lot of ad breaks. There's obviously a lot of listening. But having watched the show from start to finish last night, I'm really tempted to start streaming it. Because I think there's going to be a big fallout of next week of War Games and Survivor Series. I think people are still going to be interested to know what CM Punk's got to say. So I think the interest is still going to be there. And obviously if Punk turns up like on War Games or turns up at Survivor Series, that's only going to make it an even bigger deal. So I was tempted to stream it this week. I didn't because I thought there's going to be a lot of talking. It's going to make for a boring stream. But next week, I think we can do it. I think we can do it because there's a lot of ad breaks. So there's a lot of opportunity to talk when they're not on. And the stream I had was quite reliable. Crashed once, and it took me a couple of minutes to get it back, but I got it back absolutely fine. So I feel like I feel like it's all right, So next Tuesday might be NWA Power and WWE Backstage. What channel is NXT on? It is on USA. I didn't watch Backstage. I don't get the channel. If you Google... that was a song, wasn't it? Could we all sense that was a song then? If you Google it, you'll find a stream. Google it. Find a stream. If you Google it, you'll find a stream. Google it. Find a stream. If you Google it, you'll find a stream. Google it. Find a stream. So, yeah, just really, listen to the words of that song. Days, COPA is the Children's Online Privacy Protection. Therefore, we didn't... Oh, my God. I hate this stupid thing. Just reading it and jumps off screen. Here we go. C Wrestling says... Days, COPA Cabana is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Agency. We as creators do not collect data from viewers. Therefore, we actually don't break any COPA rules. Only thing I would say about that is you still have to mark your videos. Are they made for kids or not? So... I 1000%, right, would not be making a video on figures, on toys that could be construed or misconstrued. Like, there's no way I would do that video. The figures that were shown at Wrestling Shop Live, which that's a whole separate thing. Let me come back to that point. But the figures that were shown at Wrestling Shop Live, I would not do a video on that and then mark it not made for kids, because you've still got that 40-odd thousand fine, which it's too much of a gamble, buddy. It's too much of a gamble. I ain't taking that risk. I'm marking that as made for kids, even though it's not. It's made for a very... I don't care if you're like... Do you know what I mean? I said yesterday, I don't care if you're 102. It's not made for any age in particular. But I did read that even if kids were like a secondary audience, then it could be construed that way. So, don't know. Plus, also, thinking about it, Wheel of Fun, I needed postal addresses, didn't I? I needed post to send things out. So, does that mean that I was collecting data? Does that mean that I was contravening copper rules? If that's true, any kids channel that was doing any form of giveaway was doing the exact same thing. Obviously we've got these rules are being brought in now, so it's kind of from this point that you can get into trouble. But Jesus, guys, this is like it's like there's eggs all over the floor, and I've got Dr. Martin boots on. And it's like they've told me I've got to get from here to like Wales. That's how tricky this is. What date is War Games? It's this Saturday. Let me tell you about figures. I always do figure videos, yeah? So when new figures are shown, I always do videos about them. And Bill was setting up at Wrestling Shop Live all the figures. The last figures that he put out on the shelves, yeah, this is not a lie. The last figures that he displayed, he put out at about 5 to 9 in the morning. And if you saw, I uploaded a video, I think it got uploaded about 15 minutes before 9, and there was no figures on the display. Bill turned up just before we opened, quickly got everything out, and he forgot some. He had to go back to the hotel. So he had to go back to his hotel because he'd actually forgotten Mandy Rose, Pete Dunne, and the Hurricane. He'd left them in a bag back at the hotel. So Bill set up like a load of things. I got the opportunity before the doors opened, because as soon as the doors opened, people came over and were saying hello. And that was me done then till about 3:30, I think, just like constantly speaking to people. Amazing. I am not complaining. But the end result was I had no opportunity to actually do a video about the figures that I was standing 10 feet away from. There were new figures that were shown at Wrestling Shop. I touched them. I actually touched some of them. I actually turned Pete Dunne around to see what the back of it looked like. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I actually, probably shouldn't have, but I did actually interact with some of these brand new, never seen before figures. And I wasn't even able to get a video out. It would have been better if I was at home. I could have done a video if I was at home than when I was actually at the actual show. Madness, I tell you. Right, NXT friends. Obviously 8 minutes before. So they've just shown the Becky Lynch tweet, and she showed an image of the lorry that has NXT branding on it. So seems like Becky Lynch is there. Little thing at the bottom saying Dijakovic and Adam Cole will be battling in a ladder match coming up next. We are just over 8 minutes away from... Well, I do love this stream. I mean, the wrestling is next level, but God, you have to keep keeping an eye on two shows is not easy. Joe Mikulachik. Boom. Days. YouTube needs a visit from the Fiend. Bloomin' does. Days, sue them for 40,000 for the clip that they used, and then we can play games? Yes, yeah, that's it, dude. That is it. They never got in touch with me about using that clip on WWE Backstage. They can give me the money that then I can give to Copacabana. So there we go. I think you've sussed it, mate. I think you've sussed it. Hello to Justin. Hope you are well. Days, I've just joined. Can you no longer do Wheels of Fun? They're on hold. I don't want to say that we can't no longer do them. The bottom line is we have to find a way of there being zero doubt that this is aimed at 13 and above. Okay, there can be no doubt on that, because if for whatever reason one of the watch-alongs was highlighted as being a problem, was highlighted as being an issue, then I might have to go to court, and I would have to defend that. So it has to be watertight. Yeah, I'm not looking to con anyone. I'm not looking to trick the authorities. Let's just do it above board. Let's be above board. That feels like the right. Let's just be compliant. Let's be good. Let's be compliant. Yes. Darth Storm 10 says, "Hey Days, how can you watch NXT live in the UK?" That is such a good question, dude. Such a good question. And it's a struggle. Let's put it that way. There is a site that you can go to. Now, if you don't live in the UK, I need you to cover your ears, okay? This is very important because you shouldn't be watching this site because you cheeky little monkeys in America have got ways of watching the USA Network, haven't you? You can get packages, can't you? We can't. So over here in the UK, we just cannot get the USA Network. I've actually signed up to a couple of packages, TV packages, and I cannot get USA Network. So the only way in the UK I have found that you can watch NXT and the USA Network reliably, okay? Reliably, again. And also, Copper, if you're watching this, I'm not breaking any rules about kids, yeah? I'm breaking other rules right now, right? So, go tell some other organisation. But all I'd say is maybe Google it. Just, go on to Google. Just have a think about, if I wanted to watch wrestling, what would I Google? What would I Google if I wanted to watch wrestling? What would I put into Google? Watch wrestling. What would I search for if I wanted to watch wrestling? Hard, isn't it? Hard to know what you would search for if you wanted to watch wrestling. Hard to know what you'd put into Google. Watch wrestling. So, something along those lines. I hope you find it, bud. Darth Storm 10. I hope you find a way. IPTV is awesome. IPTV turned heel on me. That turned heel, and isn't very reliable. Fight TV app. Hello. What are you on about? Fight TV app. That's legitimately, that's got it. I'm definitely making a note of that. Because at the moment, I'm having to just guess what's on. Fight TV app. Okay. I'll have a look into that. Oh, hang on. No, Fight TV app. That's AEW. That's not NXT. Dave's going to get a shout out. Yes, Sean the Roblox man. Shout out to you. Heel Days. Do you think NXT will overtake or close the gap on AEW in regards to ratings? They might close the gap. They won't overtake. I don't believe they will overtake. Feel like they've had a decent build. They had a strong showing on Raw. They had Triple H looking down the camera saying, "We're going to leave the doors open on Wednesday. Come on down." And now you've got people tweeting out saying, "Oh, is this what NXT? I remember this place." Yeah, like Becky Lynch and everyone. So there's a lot of excitement, but I don't know if it's quite enough. But hey, look, War Games on Saturday, Survivor Series in particular on Sunday. I think next week is the week they finally do it. Next week is the week. The package for us in the Caribbean is $800 a month. What? That's madness. DaysTube 2020. On the site you're talking about, they have a whole Lucha and... Do you know, I've never even looked for that. I have never even gone on whatever site you're referring to. Again, if I wanted to watch wrestling, I went to I've never thought about doing that, and I've always wanted to just sit and binge Lucha Underground. It was on Netflix a while ago, but it wasn't in Netflix in the UK. It was only on Netflix in the US, so I couldn't sit and binge it. So yeah, really. Oh man, might not see me for a while. Might just sit and just go bang, bang through episodes of Lucha Underground. I don't watch NXT, but if I did, I'd just wait for the network because I'm too lazy to make effort anymore. That's fair enough. Days, can you flex your biceps so we can see what you've got? No, because you would stop respecting me. And I think it's very important that we do have respect. Draw a dog on that page. Lucha Underground is amazing. Days, can I get a shout out? Yeah, shout out to Justin. Does Fight TV or Bleacher Report not have a WWE package? Nope. Both have AEW. They don't have NXT. As far as I know, NXT is on USA Network only, and then it goes on to the WWE Network 24 hours later. But of course, that wouldn't help us like now, live. So the only way to watch it, as far as I'm aware, is on the USA Network. So you need a TV package that has the USA Network. And that is, trust me, I've looked, very difficult to find here in the UK. To the point where you can't find it. For a 50-year-old man, Triple H is great at promos. I agree. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Days, do you live stream War Games? It's my first time watching. Hello, Trini, Bob. We will, and we have in the past. So yeah, our next streams are going to be after tonight. SmackDown on Friday. They're going to be on Saturday, War Games. I need to see actually when UFC's on, because I might, if it's on earlier, might be able to do UFC before. But it might be on at the same time. Hang on. UFC is gonna miss UFC this weekend, which is a real shame because I missed UFC. Oh, it's not on. It's not on. It's a week off. So UFC has got a week off. There isn't a UFC show this weekend. Oh, that's amazing. So we're not going to miss it. Beautiful. So, yes, we're going to stream War Games on Saturday. We're going to stream... Of course, we're streaming Survivor Series. Oh, yowie, wowie. I cannot wait for that. Oh, my God. We've got so many streams. I've literally got one day off tomorrow. I've got a day off tomorrow, and I'll do a videos. And then on... Friday it's SmackDown, Saturday it's NXT War Games, Sunday it's Survivor Series, Monday it's Raw, Tuesday it's Power and Backstage, Wednesday we're back to NXT AEW. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not even the words. Right, we got AEW just about to start. Just showing us, oh yes, we've got Fenix against Nick Jackson. We've got NXT starting as well, so got a few tings happening here. We've got things flashing away as well. Here we go. Let's have a look and see how this is all going to go down in Wrestling Town. In Wrestling Town. There's Becky. Becky's on NXT. William Regal's here. He's got a smile on his face. They said they were going to leave the doors open. Oh, they're playing her music. It's as if they knew she was coming. Becky Lynch is starting the show on NXT. The man is here. How amazing is this? This is how you start NXT. Becky Lynch is starting NXT. There's people giving it all of this. She's actually brought the Raw Women's Championship with her. Becky Lynch is here. So there we go. Becky Lynch returns to Full Sail. Nick Jackson versus Fenix is how we're starting over on AEW. Be a great match. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, there we go, man. How cool is this? Becky Lynch. She's come a long way, baby. NXT crowd giving her all of this. Fenix on his way down. Big Becky chant on NXT. Becky, Becky. See what she's got to say. It's all about NXT right now. Massive NXT chant. She's nodding her head. It's been a while. It's been a while. Been a while since I walked down that ramp. It has. It has been a while. She said it's been a while since you've watched me kick someone's ass here live. She's in wrestling gear, guys. Oh! She's having a match. Wait no longer. Off comes the jacket. Who does she want? Who's she going to call out? Big Becky chant. This is how they should use Becky, by the way. Triple H sent out an open invitation. She said she was coming anyway. Does she want Shayna now? I'm guessing she's going to have a match against Jessamine Duke, Marina Shafir, one of those. This is the person that main evented WrestleMania this year. Huge. Nice. She calls Sasha a blue-haired Bailey buddy. Sasha's ratchet. Been a while since I heard that chant. She's cutting a promo on Bailey right now. Over on AEW, the match is everything you would imagine. They're on the outside. Nick Jackson and Fenix getting out of the way of each other's spinning kicks. Both getting in the ring at the same time. Both drop kicking at the same time. Nick Jackson kipping up. Shayna's gonna kill you, chant on NXT. Shayna's gonna kill you. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. Bash at the Beach being advertised on AEW. Big Becky chance now on NXT. Big Becky chance. This is a good promo, man. Becky says, I'm on your show, in your ring, under your lights. It is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is on her way. Oh my God. OMG, are we about to see Rhea Ripley? The first ever NXT UK Women's Champion versus Becky Lynch. You know, this company is so big that they can do these kinds of matches. Matches that you just don't know when you would see them anyway. Kind of got the feeling that Rhea Ripley would go to Raw or SmackDown at some point, but I feel like we're still a good year or two away from that. She's only just really moved to NXT from NXT UK. Plus also, would she even move now? It would have to take a draft, probably. Superstar shakeup. This is awesome. That's what this is. She's gonna cut a promo now. Rhea's gonna kill you is the chant from the crowd. Rhea's gonna kill you. We go. So, you're the man. Let's see if you have a set of balls. Are they going to make this match? Fenix going for the cover on Nick Jackson. I tell you what, it's all happening on NXT right now. It is. The ref's in the ring. Ref's in the ring on NXT. I think they're doing this. I think this is a thing that's happening in our lives. What is this? Did not expect this. And they lock up and we are underway. Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Woo! Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Hunter. Triple H. Man. Against the ropes goes Rhea Ripley. Over the top, Becky Lynch goes down. Duck underneath by Ripley. Nice. Flying forearm by the man, and Ripley goes to the outside. Days Wire, WWE Universal, Raw and SmackDown Women's UK Women's titles have the same design, with the UK titles only having different center plates. NXT titles, developmental titles aren't the same as the main roster ones. It's only really Raw and SmackDown, isn't it, that have the same kind of big W, the logo. NXT has got different center plates to those, and so does NXT UK. 10 out of 10. You missed an annoying critic, but now we're back to watching wrestling. Hello, Mr. Days. What have I missed? Becky Lynch is here. She came walking out, and now she's underway with the match on Rhea Ripley. That has gone to commercial. I can tell you that we just had a Hurricanrana from the top over on AEW. I don't want to ignore AEW because, of course, this is a great way to start the show. Is it Nick Jackson? I've said it's Nick Jackson. I don't know. I don't actually know if it's Nick or Matt. I think it is Nick. Yes, it is Nick. Nick Jackson against Fenix. Nice. Roll through. Against the ropes goes Fenix. Went for a kick. Goes for a stomp. Misses both. They both kick each other. Nick Jackson with a great kick. Against the ropes goes Fenix. Super kick, though, by Fenix. Nick Jackson felt that. And Fenix against the ropes. But runs into a super kick. Little roll through. And another super kick. Some great action in this match. Crowd are absolutely lapping it up, man. It will end in a no contest because the doors are open. Good start by NXT. Only problem is, how do they follow Becky? Well, we've got a ladder match coming up. I'll tell you my problem with NXT. My problem with NXT, and it was, I suppose, its strength in the past, is that it's still the platform for new talent. So you're going to get people like Bronson Reed, Angel Garza. You're going to get these kinds of people that we just don't know. And it's going to take time for us to know. And some people, honestly, just aren't going to give them that chance. You know, if you, like you just said, you've got Becky versus Rhea Ripley. If the next match is going to be Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes, how many hundreds of thousands of people are going to go, what's on AEW, and turn over? Can't do that. You can't afford for that to happen. You've got to keep this momentum going. That they have to keep this momentum going. So, as much as it pains me to say this, kind of feel like there needs to be a new NXT that's on the network where Cameron Grimes, Bronson Reed, Angel Garza, those kind of superstars can showcase themselves. And I think that NXT needs to be for Velveteen Dream, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Matt Riddle, Undisputed Era, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's enough talent, established NXT talent, to keep this momentum going. And then you can build up new names and move them over and so on. So, yeah, I totally agree. How do you keep that momentum going? Because I think they have to. I think it's really important that they continue to do that. And following this match with a couple of names that most people haven't heard isn't going to do it. But I don't think they will. I think they will follow it up with something that people have heard of. We are back from the ad break now. I can tell you Nick Jackson on the shoulders of Fenix. And Nick Jackson getting smashed in the corner face first but he's running Fenix's head along the ropes. Back over on NXT, we got Becky going to the outside, hanging onto the ropes. Rhea Ripley going over through the ropes, gets kicked. Becky with a big kick as well, going over to the corner. Becky Lynch going up top. I'm keeping an eye on both shows here for you, so... nice suplex on the edge of the ring by Nick Jackson to Fenix. Becky Lynch down on NXT, scooped up by Rhea Ripley, reversed and dropped down. Both women are down on NXT. Fenix is down on the outside on AEW. Mr. Horror Nerd says, I feel Becky is getting old. She hasn't said anything new in her promos, and the man gimmick, I feel, has run its course. I agree. I think the man gimmick has run its course. I think her being on NXT is the story here. I don't think she necessarily needs to say anything new tonight. I think the fact she's just here, the fact that she's saying to Shayna, where are you? I'm in your ring. I'm on your show. I'm under your lights. I feel like that's enough for tonight. In her normal promos, I completely agree. It's gone a bit stale. I felt that a long time ago. I felt she needed a slight refresh a while ago. But no shade from me. What we're seeing tonight is incredible. Absolutely brilliant. This is the most enjoyable Becky segment I've seen in a long time. Long time. Rhea Ripley going for a cover, but only getting a 2. Rey Fenix is down in the corner as well on AEW. So it is action galore everywhere we're looking right now. Rhea Ripley standing over the man. AEW forever. What are other matches that are scheduled for tonight? We've got a ladder match scheduled. We've got Dark, which is going to be Adam Cole against Dijakovic. We've got on AEW Darby Allin against Jon Moxley. I think that might have been all I've seen, to be honest. Becky up in the corner with the leg drop from the top. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Rhea Ripley. Shoulder up by Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley actually checking her teeth there. I don't know if one of her teeth has come a little loose. Fenix getting the win on AEW. Looks a bit like a Blue Thunder Bomb, was it? Not sure. Not quite sure if it was exactly a Blue Thunder Bomb that he won it with, but it looked very, very similar. Hitting what looked to be a Blue Thunder Bomb on Nick Jackson, and Fenix picks up the victory. Over on NXT, I can tell you that Becky's got the disarmer on Rhea. Rhea might have to tap. She doesn't. She rolls through. And she's looking for a powerbomb. Single arm powerbomb. She's picking up Becky. She's kind of got her there. Up. Bang. Becky manages to roll it through, though. Yeah, Rhea Ripley in the corner. Up over the top. Becky to the outside. Forearm smash by Becky. Becky climbing up top. Nick Jackson sticking out his hand to Fenix. Fenix just walking away on AEW. So, real lack of respect between Fenix there and Nick Jackson. We've got Becky up top. Rhea Ripley up top. They're looking for superplexes. This match is rumbling on NXT. It is scenes, man. It is scenes. Awesome action. 10 days of Black Friday sales, apparently, on AEW's website, AEW shop. So, there we go. ShopAEW.com. And here comes Shayna. Here comes Jessamine Duke. Here comes Marina Shafir. So, the chat was absolutely right. This is no contest. They're going to rule this a draw, aren't they? Both women were attacked at the same time. Rhea Ripley was attacked. Becky Lynch was attacked. And as a result, I'm sure this will be deemed a no contest. Rhea Ripley, Becky standing together to fight off 3 of the 4 horsewomen. They're still trying to fight back. The Exploder We got Britt Baker making her way out now on AEW. What an opening. What a great start. What a time to be a wrestling fan. I think that really sums up why it's great to be a wrestling fan at the moment. 2 shows with 2 amazing beginnings. There we go. Becky standing tall, her music playing, holding that belt in the air. We've got some kind of a car. It's the Revival. Someone did mention Revival versus Undisputed Era. There is a strong security presence, but the Revival are back. I bet the Revival are really pleased about that. So, ad break again. Hikaru Shida is on AEW right now. So, Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida. 20 minutes in, and wow. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely brilliant. AEW, absolutely fantastic. Great match. Great match. I mean, I am very critical of tag teams doing singles matches. I feel like there's enough single stars to do singles matches, but there is something very, very special about Fenix and about Nick Jackson as well. And to be honest, I feel like that's a match I would rather had taken place on AEW Dark. I don't feel like it's... I suppose it furthered the tensions between those two teams. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it. Kind of 50-50 on it. It's not a match that I would book personally, but equally I enjoyed it. So, really good start from AEW. I like Britt Baker as well. I feel like Britt Baker's a great talent. I don't know a great deal about Shida. I think this is like the 3rd time I'm seeing her, so I think this is quite an interesting little match. So, AEW doing some good stuff. And then over on NXT, Becky Lynch. Lovely little smile between her and William Regal. She goes out, they play her music, Rhea Ripley comes down. They have a great little match, and then just unfortunate that Shayna Baszler and whatever interfere. As you said, a bit predictable, but still, God, you can't argue with it. As wrestling fans, that was a great 20 minutes. Fenix versus Nick Jackson was better than Rhea versus Becky, but NXT had the better start. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Balor will help Cole get the War Games advantage tonight. NXT is 8 out of 10 at the moment. I'd agree with that. So many AEW matches. As someone taking a spiked DVD or pile driver, miss by an inch and you are dead. I don't like that. That's fair enough. Where is Brock Lesnar guy? Oh, I actually don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. Shida is damn good. I will keep an eye on her. As I said, this is the 3rd time that I'm watching her. I like Britt Baker. And isn't she the one that lost to Riho in that kind of qualifier for the AEW First Women's Championship match? Kind of felt like she shouldn't have lost that match. I'm sure I'm right in saying that was her. And I thought she looked pretty good in that match as well. So, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. There's some good little clotheslines here that are pretty hard-hitting stuff. Feel like they'd probably give the win to Britt Baker, but we're just at commercial break for NXT right now. Of course, we have seen the Revival show up, and apparently they've got a match coming up in a bit against Undisputed Era. So let's see how this all plays out. There's just a little promo here for Kaylee Ray, who, of course, was on the show last week. Going for a cover for Britt Baker and shoulder up by Shida. Kaylee Ray, the current NXT UK Women's Champion. And oh no, this is not what they should be doing. We've got Kona Reeves coming out, and this is what we were talking about with that momentum. I don't, unless there's going to be a big name about to come out, I don't think they should be giving us Kona Reeves right now, because this is exactly what will make people change the channel. Britt Baker going for the cover, but just getting a 2 count. Ricochet's here! There it is! Ricochet's in the ring! Ricochet has come down! Amazing. Ricochet invades. Ricochet is here. It is. He's got a Raw shirt on as well. And Matt Riddle. So it was going to be Matt Riddle, Kona Reeves. Oh, they swerved me. Cheeky NXT. So now it looks like it's going to be Matt Riddle against Ricochet. Oh my god, this is like a main roster NXT dream match, isn't it? Like the whole night. We've seen Becky Lynch against Rhea Ripley. Now we've got Ricochet versus Matt Riddle. NXT is on fire right now. Matt Riddle's like, bro, you and me, bro? Yeah, bro? Bro. That's it. It's on. Game on, baby. Matt Riddle versus Ricochet. What a match. What a match. Over the top goes Ricochet. Goes for a clothesline. Ricochet, nice head scissor takedown, but Riddle lands on his feet. He goes to the outside to regroup. The 2 women are on the outside as well. Britt Baker goes into that barricade. I think there's a bit of blood coming down the nose of Britt Baker. And Shida has grabbed a chair, but the referee has come out to try and stop that. She's just set the chair up, though. She's like, look, I'm only setting up a chair. Just, chill, man. Mr. Horror Nerd says, can't stand how many times they call Ricochet a superhero. It is so cringy. Armbar by Riddle. Ricochet should be tapping here. That is a legit armbar. And Ricochet managing to get out of it. I hate the fact they no-sell submissions. They should do a much better job in WWE going forward. I mean, people in the UFC tap when they're in a submission. In WWE, no, they just seem to find a way out. So, I don't even know why people go for submissions. What's the point? Matches, you just don't win wrestling matches with submissions anymore. Nice exploder suplex by Matt Riddle. Britt Baker has got Shida and slams her down on that top rope. That blood is coming down all across the face of Britt Baker. Britt Baker rolling into the ring. Duck underneath against Shida. Sling blade by Britt Baker. Over on NXT, we've got Matt Riddle and Ricochet exchanging strikes, exchanging slaps. Looking for a powerbomb, but Ricochet lands on his feet. This is, honestly, just don't even know where to look. Nice bridging move there by Ricochet. Ricochet grabbing Riddle and hurling him down again. Riddle down. Standing. Shooting star press. Just gets a 2 for Ricochet. This Britt Baker Shida match has been going for a little bit of time at the moment. Knee coming in by Shida. Missing the mark. Bro. NXT crowd chanting, bro. Ricochet going up top. Missing. Back elbow by Ricochet. Big, like a Superman punch by Riddle. Hard hitting stuff, man. The selling isn't brilliant in this match. I gotta be honest. They've hit each other with some big moves and they're still standing and they're still going. And suplex by Riddle. Riddle really had to dig deep then to grab Ricochet. Beautiful. It was like a released German. Against the ropes, Britt Baker. Knee by Shida on AEW as well. So we're still well underway with both of these matches. Who have we got now? Who's here? Cesaro and Nakamura getting involved. So we've got Cesaro and Nakamura from SmackDown. And a little crucifix roll-up by Riddle. But SmackDown are here. Cesaro and Nakamura. How crazy to see Nakamura. I tell you what, if you was going to go to one episode of NXT, this was the one to go to. You've seen Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Matt Riddle, Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and you're 29 minutes in. 29 minutes in. Britt Baker has got, is that a Rings of Saturn that she's got on Shida? But Shida, again, what's the point in putting on a submission hold? Shida getting her foot onto the rope. We've got Cesaro and Ricochet fighting in the crowd. Now we've got Nakamura and Riddle fighting in the ring. This is brilliant. Look, Nakamura going for that Kinshasa. Who's come down? Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong has come down to save Riddle. Riddle repays him by kicking him in the face. And now Balor. Balor's in the ring. It's war on NXT. We've got Riddle and Balor. Man, there's so much going on. We've got different brands fighting each other. We've got people within brands fighting each other. It's an absolute war. And everyone should just be out for themselves. Everyone should be out for themselves. That's going to make it so much more simple. Balor, though. Oh, look at him. Oh, big knee by Riddle. And it drives Balor away. You just don't know where the next attack is going to come from. I can tell you that Shida has won on AEW. So Shida getting the victory over Britt Baker. She grabs a kendo stick. I didn't see how that victory came. Balor came down and took my attention. Shida bows, though. I don't think she's going to attack Britt Baker. My God. I said that first 20 minutes was amazing. What a half an hour. And to think, I was disappointed when Kona Reeves came walking down. When Kona Reeves came down, I was like, oh, they shouldn't be doing this. Little did I know we were moments away from Nakamura, Finn Balor, Cesaro. Madness. Madness! Mr. Horror Nerd. Kind of tired that every good match they've had recently ends with interference. I understand that, dude. Yeah, I understand that. Triple threat. So we've got Pete Dunne, Damian Priest, Killian Dane. Winner will face Adam Cole at Survivor Series. Hopefully that gets a straight up match finish and it doesn't get any messing around. Got a really interesting video package here. Really interesting video package. There's a guy that's been bumped into on the underground and his glasses have broken. And he's watching an advert. He's watching an advert on the underground. It's a really good promo, man. Like a vignette. What is this? We will be your friends. This has got like a Funhouse vibe. What is happening on AEW? Strength in numbers. Think of us as that exclusive club you've always wanted to be a part of. We will help you become just like one of us. This is amazing. Join us. Join the Dark Order. For more information, call us today. Hashtag join Dark Order. Wow. I really like that. I've got to be honest. I don't think the Dark Order have been booked very well since they've been on AEW. Those, I don't know what they're called, the Creepers. Those Creepers have been defeated very, very easily. But if they're now going to make out that the Creepers are actually just ordinary people that have, like, joined this cult, I think that's such an interesting twist. I think that's really cool. Hangman Page is making his way out now on AEW. Got like some kind of Christmas advert on USA Network. We got, oh, it's some kind of a advert for a toy truck and a Christmas tree. What is this? SToyTruck.com. That's really cool. Right, Hangman Page making his way down. AEW trash. It is like a Firefly Funhouse ripoff. It is a bootleg, yes. Hangman Page. Hangman Page making his way down. NXT is 10 out of 10 so far. I would be very close to agreeing, yes. Firefly Funhouse bootleg. It was. It really was a bootleg. But honestly, if they're gonna take the Dark Order in that direction, it could work. People will call it a ripoff, but I do feel like they need that kind of mystery and that kind of darkness in AEW. I mean, they must have seen the excitement with Firefly Funhouse. They must have. You can't ignore that. Orange Cassidy's here. Is this an Orange Cassidy match? He's going to be in. So this is a battle royal. Is the battle royal now? Oh, so this is a battle royal. So Orange Cassidy is going to be in this battle royal. Oh my God. Do you know what? I don't even care how hard it is to keep up with everything. Wednesday nights are everything. Wednesday nights are everything. This is absolutely awesome. Here comes Jimmy Havoc. We've got Marko Stunt and Jungle Boy making their way down. More importantly, right now, Orange Cassidy is in the ring. Here comes Pentagón. Pentagón on his way. Marko Stunt on his way. Orange Cassidy. Firefly Funhouse ripoff. It was a ripoff. Can we just agree both shows are doing a good job instead of saying AEW is trash? I don't think AEW is trash. I think AEW has been a really good show so far. They obviously can't rely on the big names, if you will, that AEW can, NXT can bring in. AEW has to rely on its one and only roster, but it's not trash. It's not trash. Really, we've had two very good matches so far, and now we've got Orange Cassidy in the ring. We've got Orange Cassidy. And MJF has come down as well. We are just at commercial break at the moment. What does the winner of this... does the winner of this Battle Royal get that ring? Billy Gunn! Billy Gunn is going to be in this! Billy Gunn is making his way down. Just as I said, they couldn't rely on too many big names. Out comes Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn, who I believe works as a producer backstage, is going to be involved in this. We have seen him involved in the past. Big smile on his face. He's a happy Gunn. So there we go. Joey Janela is in the ring as well. So in the ring. Is that Fenix? Fenix has come down, I think, just to offer some support to Pentagón. Revival now. Revival. Revival are coming out. Oh, it's not Fenix. It was not Fenix. It was Christopher Daniels, and he gets... Pentagón's been eliminated. So Pentagón has gone already. Amazing. Right, so it looks like we're getting Revival against Undisputed Era. But look at this. Orange Cassidy just leaning against the ropes. Just standing in the middle of the ring. Orange Cassidy standing on his own in the corner. Revival against Undisputed Era is going to be absolutely amazing, but I am keeping an eye on Orange Cassidy. Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss doing a bit of twerking and gets eliminated by MJF. MJF now face to face with Billy Gunn. People coming over. Orange Cassidy is still standing in the corner, not getting involved. There's a big melee in the middle of the ring. I've got nothing but respect for Orange Cassidy right now, who's just slumped in the corner. Staple gun. Referees are coming in and they're telling Jimmy Havoc to leave. If we could possibly get him out of AEW as well, that would be awesome. I mean, he is English and I'm English, so I feel like if anyone was going to be supportive, jumping into a ring with a staple gun is not wrestling. That's my take. If you disagree, you disagree. But that's my opinion. There's a sign in the crowd on AEW that says, "Suck it, Vince." And again, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, I don't know if you've noticed, but he's been slowly sinking in the corner. So Orange Cassidy was standing. Then he was kind of kneeling. Now he's borderline lying. I should imagine by the time we get back to him, he might even be asleep. Just like this, fast out in the corner. So keeping a very close eye on Orange Cassidy. Over on NXT, we got a great little match going on between Revival and Undisputed Era. Feel like they're going to give that some time. I'm very focused on AEW in this Battle Royal. It's kind of got a bit more of my attention. Joey Janela holding onto that top rope. Fires a shot back on, I think that was Hangman Page. He is going up top now. Lag. People saying a little bit of lag. Little bit of laggy. Let me have a look and see. Shawn Spears is here. Hopefully the lag will resolve itself. If the lag can go. Billy Gunn looks magnificent. He looks absolutely magnificent. Let's have a look. I'm going to jump onto the stream and see if it's lagging for me. And if the lag has gone, then obviously we can carry on as usual. Orange Cassidy still down in the corner. Yeah, no, look, I've got it right here. Looks like the stream is working fine for me. So if you are experiencing a little bit of lag, hopefully it has cleared up for you. Sorry about that, everyone. Nothing to do with me, by the way. So, right, we are still underway with Revival against Undisputed Era. We're still underway with the Battle Royale. What channel is NXT on in the UK? You can't find it, dude. You have to do a Google search. If you go onto Google, search. I said it before, if you want to watch wrestling, what would you search? If you wanted to watch wrestling, what would you put into Google? You would... I want to watch wrestling. What would I search? So, make of that whatever you will, and I hope that you find it. But yeah, they are trading blows at the moment between Undisputed Era and Revival. We're down to about 6 people in this Battle Royal. Kip Sabian is still in this. Hangman Page is still in this. Orange Cassidy. Billy Gunn. MJF. Jungle Boy. Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is moving over to the other side of the ring. But he's actually using the ring ropes just to kind of drag himself across. He's just going backwards and forwards. He's just kind of getting out of the way of people by skirting around. Loving him. I'm loving his work. I'm pretty sure he'll be trending. I don't even need to look at Twitter right now. I'm pretty sure on Twitter, Orange Cassidy will be trending. People are going to... I want him to win this. I really want Orange Cassidy to win this. I don't know how he's going to win this. I've got to admit, though, he's being quite clever. He's down low. Do you know what I mean? I mean, to get eliminated, you got to be knocked out of the ring. I'm guessing it's an over-the-top rope thing. Normally is in a Battle Royal. Unless there's any kind of crazy AEW rules. So, yeah, he's down low on the bottom rope like this. Just kind of chilling, even fixing his hair. Got his shades on. AEW owning NXT. I would say of the segments right now, I'm watching AEW over Revival versus Undisputed Era. But then I can't agree they're owning them, dude. I really can't agree they're owning them. Feel like NXT overall has been the better show tonight. Matt Riddle against Ricochet, Becky against Rhea Ripley. That's not something they're going to be able to repeat every single week, but Orange Cassidy is standing up. Orange Cassidy has got up. I don't know why. He can't stand anymore. What's he doing? Into hands in the pockets. He's looking up at Billy Gunn. Oh, here come the kicks. Oh, the kicks to the shins. The crowd reacting. Orange Cat. No. That's how you get that heel heat. That's how you get that heel heat. MJF's like, just eliminates Orange Cassidy. Oh, God. AEW, you had one job. You had one job. All you had to do was put the victory on Orange Cassidy. It's all you had to do. Says, suck it. Plants him down. We are at commercial break on NXT, by the way, if you was wondering why I wasn't updating you on that. MJF holds on to the ropes, isn't eliminated by Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn has seen that MJF has held on. NXT is winning tonight. A wrestling clinic in this tag match. Oh, Wardlow's here. Wardlow has come down. Nice lariat by Hangman, and Billy Gunn is eliminated. So Billy Gunn is eliminated, is at the feet of Wardlow. We're back on NXT as well, by the way. Revival versus Undisputed Era, and you know this is going to be a great match. I don't even need to watch it to know it's going to be a great match. Beautiful kicks and strikes by Bobby Fish. Referee trying to separate and pull Bobby Fish away from Dash. I think, how many we're down to? I think we're down to about 4 people in this Battle Royal. Big kick by Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly unloading on Dash now. Nice. So Chuck Taylor has been, well, he was never in it, so he's not been eliminated. I think we're down to 3 here. Jungle Boy. Oh, eliminates Kip Sabian. Jungle Boy holds on. So what are we down to? Paige and Jungle Boy. MJF grabbing the legs of Jungle Boy. So Adam, okay. So it looks like MJF went out underneath the bottom rope. MJF eliminates Jungle Boy. So that means we've got, we're down to our final 2, which is MJF and Adam Page. So there we go. Next week, it's going to be a match between MJF and Hangman Adam Page. Right, well, that was all right. That was all right by AEW. Back to NXT. We're still underway with Revival against Undisputed Era. Really hard-hitting encounter, this. It is really good. Dream is injured till next year. MJF for the win. Paige and MJF. Great match so far. There's no lag. That's good. Where's MJF? He was on the outside. He got back in and eliminated Jungle Boy. What is the lady ref doing on AEW? I haven't seen it yet. Just playing the music for Hangman Page, celebrating the fact that he was a co-winner of that Battle Royal. Still underway with this tag match. 50 brilliant minutes. 50 absolutely brilliant minutes we've enjoyed so far. So it's going to be at the Sears Center next week. Nice kicks on the outside by Kyle O'Reilly, who is still unloading on Dash. Apparently Chris Jericho has got a major announcement coming up next. So we need to wait and see what Chris Jericho's got to say. He's backstage with Jake Hager. And why has he got a hard hat? Le Champion is backstage. There's the Librarians. What kind of book have you got? So a little segment here between Jericho and the Librarians. We're still underway with this tag match. Mr. Horror Nerd, that was one of the funnier battle royals I've seen. Yeah, it was decent. It was decent. Why are they reading kids' books? AEW does not want to be made for kids. Oh, they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get in trouble. Have they not heard about Copa? We've got all 4 people involved at the moment. Against the ropes. Trying to see who it is that's in the ring. I can't see if it's Dash, but it's a double teamwork. I think it is still Dash. 1, 2. Kick out by Dash. So, Undisputed Era doing a great number here. They got Marko Stunt. Jericho's asking, why is this little kid here with no shirt on? He's asking to see Marko Stunt's ID. When's your birthday? We go to commercial break on NXT. No backstage passes for little kids. I'm guessing, was that not seen? That might have all been in the ad break. I hope that was shown on TV. So it looks like both shows have gone to ad breaks at the moment. Are we getting towards the halfway point? We are. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant night. One of the most enjoyable nights of wrestling I've had in a long, long time. Honestly, there's not been a single second that I haven't enjoyed so far. This is the first time where we've actually had both shows at an ad break at the same time, so we can actually, like, take a second to just digest everything, but there's been so much. I mean, NXT has been non-stop. It's been like a pay-per-view. You've had Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. You've had Matt Riddle taking on Ricochet. You've had Revival against Undisputed Era. And then over on AEW, we've had just really solid matches. Really good matches and a decent battle royal. So much still to come. Absolutely amazing. What is the NXT crowd saying? Are they saying Undisputed Star? I don't know. It's an ad break at the moment. MJF really shouldn't have been in that battle royal. It's beneath him. Well, it's something for him to do, isn't it, I suppose? And it's going to lead towards a match against Hangman Page, and I'm guessing MJF will win that match. Sucks that we can't see it on TNT for AEW. Yeah, that is a shame. It was a funny little moment where he was ripping into Marko Stunt. He was ripping into the librarians, and then he ripped into Marko Stunt. So here comes Jericho. Jericho on his way out for a major announcement. Jericho. Is this new music that he's got as well? I don't remember this music before. It's still fuzzy, isn't it? The man who, until last week, had a perfect record, but of course lost in that tag match, getting pinned by Scorpio Sky. I feel like his major announcement should be that he's going to put the title on the line against Scorpio Sky. Title match next week against Scorpio Sky. That would be cool. Surely Scorpio Sky has earned it. Days, have you seen that 2 people in China have been diagnosed with the plague? No. I have not seen that. Where the hell has that reared its head from? Days it was, but it did not have sound. Oh, okay. AEW is better than NXT. It's fair enough. Bash at the Beach. That's in... I don't know when it is, actually, but it's not for a while. So Jericho says, I think you should sit down and shut up because I've got an announcement to make. You want to boo Chris Jericho? We're still underway with this match on NXT, but gotta be honest, of the two, I'm keeping an eye on AEW, see what this announcement is. He said he was fined and he had to pay for everything. Says it wasn't conduct that a true champion should show. Fair enough. So he's going to apologise. Struggling to say sorry. Nice kicks again by Bobby Fish. He's asking people to be quiet so he can apologise. Can't do it. I love Jericho promos. They're properly like the highlight of the week, aren't they? It's not... He says he's sorry. He gets Jake Hager to do it. To kick out. So the tag has been made and Dawson's in the ring. Dawson with a flying headbutt just gets a 2 count. So next week in Chicago. Yeah. He says he's going to finally get the thank you he deserves. Okay, we're waiting for this big announcement. We're still back and forth with this tag match on NXT. So they're going to do a celebration in Chicago. He says that Chicago have got a hockey team and 2 baseball teams, so apparently it's better than wherever they are. I don't know where they are. Next week, it's going to be Chris Jericho's Thanksgiving. Thanks celebration. Celebration for Le Champion. It's going to be the greatest celebration. I think everyone, all wrestling fans for the next week are going to be saying celebration. He says he's very sorry it's not going to be in this dump. Looking for suplex over on NXT. Jake Hager corpse in. Send for the man. He is. He's got a little smirk on his face, hasn't he? Oh, SCU are coming down. SCU are on the way. Tag team champs on the way down. Suplex and big splash by the Revival on Bobby Fish 2. Kick out again. Kick out again on NXT. Big NXT chant on NXT. Makes sense. Be weird if it was on AEW. So SCU have come down. Days, I just noticed this, but Jericho's theme, Judas, is by his band Fozzy. It is, yes. Maybe he'll include the list of Jericho in the celebration. This NXT could be pay-per-view. It's so good. It is insane. It is. This in particular has been a match that's been given a lot of time, a lot of back and forth. It's been a very, very good match. But we need to see what this announcement is and what SCU are going to say. I think Scorpio Sky says that was truly admirable. Big strikes by Dawson on NXT. European uppercut as well. Goes for a clothesline on the shoulders. Fall away slam. But what's Scorpio Sky gonna say? Undisputed Era. No. Shatter Machine. Was that a Shatter Machine? I think Revival just hit the Shatter Machine. 1, 2. Oh! Kyle O'Reilly pulling Dawson off the top of Bobby Fish. What a match. SCU explaining why Chris Jericho got upset last week. You got pinned. Scorpio Sky says it's one of the best moments of his life. His DMs blew up. No way. His high school crush, Melanie Parsons, got in touch. Melanie, 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 Melanie. There is a Melanie chant on AEW. Nice. And it's all because of you, Chris Jericho. It was that Shatter Machine. Brilliant. Scorpio Sky says he's a huge Chris Jericho fan. And he never meant to embarrass him. Ooh. First of all, you didn't embarrass me. Jericho says he's seen Melanie Parsons and she's gained a lot of weight. I like big butts and I cannot lie. It's a good line, man. Poor Melanie Parsons, though. Okay, here we go. Nice. Swing and a miss. Revival. DDT on Undisputed. Bobby Fish. Knee to the midsection. Looking for a suplex. Small package. 2. Ah, this is like the never-ending match on NXT. Big strikes. These two teams are so evenly matched. So evenly matched on NXT. So Jericho says he's going to wipe the floor with Scorpio Sky. Looks like this match is coming. Two, 3, and finally Undisputed Era win. So, SCU are asking for 1 or 2 months to get ready for this opportunity. Jericho's saying you've got a week. So there we go. The match has been made. Why would they make it not for the AEW title? Scorpio Sky says I don't deserve a title match. Should be. So it is a title match. Chris Jericho. I'm really excited for that match. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, Scorpio Sky! They shook hands. You might not think I've got a chance, but maybe I've been waiting 15 plus years for this. Oh, this is everything I love about wrestling right now. I'm gonna beat you for the AEW Championship. Oh, I'm actually drooling. I feel like I'm drooling. We got Viking Raiders. The fight is on. We got Hager brawling. We got Jericho. Down comes some of the locker room. It's the rest of the Inner Circle, actually. Inner Circle have jumped SCU. SCU could do with a couple of friends here. They're outnumbered. We've got, what are they called? Proud and Powerful or something? I can't even remember. PP. We got PP. PP in the ring. Jake Hager. Chris Jericho. Absolutely brilliant. Next week is going to be absolutely brilliant. Really looking forward to Scorpio Sky against Jericho. What are they doing? We're at commercial break for NXT, by the way. Someone coming down? Who the hell is that? Michael Nakazawa. NXT is good. Oh, it's handcuffs. I never saw handcuffs. I don't think it is. I think it did look like it, but I don't think it is. Hager throws Scorpio Sky into the Judas effect. That back elbow. Scorpio Sky is down and out. This is one of the best episodes of both shows in a long, long time. What's this? Marko Stunt's coming down. Marko Stunt gets laid out. Here comes Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy gets laid out. Is that going to bring down Luchasaurus? Here's Luchasaurus. And Luchasaurus is face to face with Jake Hager. This is big business. Look at this. Jake Hager and Luchasaurus tilting his head just looking at Jake Hager. This is just it's really simple, but it's really good storytelling. It's really simple. You can follow what's going on. It all makes perfect sense. You've got a renegade group. Jake Hager backing away. Jake Hager does not want to be brawling with Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus is money, isn't he? He is so much money. Absolutely brilliant. They must have been giddy when they signed Luchasaurus. Really good show. Really good show. Le Champion! La Celebration! Feel the power of positivity. Scorpio Sky will lose to Jericho. He might win, but he might win by count out or something. He might win by DQ. Might be that Inner Circle attack Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky wins by DQ or something like that. I don't know. I don't think he wins the title. But really pleased he's getting the opportunity. I think it's brilliant storytelling. I thought that was a brilliant segment as well. God, both shows have been so good. Moxley is backstage. We're still at commercial break on NXT. AEW just blew up the scale. Sky using reverse psychology. It was funny. I agree. He was like, no, I can't. I'm not ready for the title now. Oh, you're not ready? You're not ready? Well, you're going to have a title match. Right, we're back to Full Sail. We're back to NXT. So it might be Moxley versus Darby Allin coming up next. We're seeing Darby Allin putting the face paint on. Where is that big screen? They're showing us a giant screen at Full Sail, just advertising War Games. Got a little promo for War Games at the moment. I mean, Saturday is going to be fire. Sunday is going to be fire. War Games. Flabby Chris Jericho. AEW is great tonight. AEW Jericho is fat. Fantastic wrestling this evening. I completely agree with Gemini 605. Absolutely brilliant stuff. On both shows. I honestly, I don't think you can say, I don't think it's fair to say that either show is trash. It's not fair. Both shows really, really stepping it up. And just as I said that, out come the librarians. It might be all right. Come on, it might be all right. Probably won't be, but it might be all right. Peter Avalon. You know, who's decent. Peter Avalon. I don't know why they've got kids' books. First women's War Games match in history on Saturday. Who are they facing? Is he facing Luchasaurus? Luchasaurus seems to have stayed in the ring. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so it looks like we're getting Peter Avalon against Luchasaurus. That's why he was reading books about dinosaurs. He was doing research. Makes sense now. That's clever, isn't it? That's why they were reading books about dinosaurs. Kaylee Ray is making her way out now. Is she in a match? Looks like she's in a match. Okay. I don't get why he is talking trash to Luchasaurus. He's got a bit of a Ravishing Rick Rude vibe about him, hasn't he, Peter Avalon? Like a budget Ravishing Rick Rude. Kick to the head, he's already gone down. Luchasaurus standing over him. Jungle Boy is still out there, by the way. Oh, is it Dakota Kai? Yeah! I love her music, man. Love it. Love it. Love it. Dakota Kai is here. We all thought she was going to turn, and she hasn't. It's a real shame. This should be good. This should be fun. Yeah. So, Dakota Kai in the ring. There we go. Luchasaurus has already won that match. Sadly, it didn't go anywhere. Seemed a little bit pointless. I think it's really to put over Jurassic Express. Up next, Santana and Ortiz against Private Party. So we got Dakota Kai against Kaylee Ray. Dakota Kai went for that big kick. Kaylee Ray has caught her. Oh, lovely move. Is that a code red? Code red by Dakota Kai. Big kick. Sure, that was a code red by Dakota Kai. It looked brilliant. Right. Proud and Powerful making their way down. So Proud and Powerful. And Powerful versus Private Party. Boom. Tonight we've got, is that Forgotten Sons against Viking Raiders? And we've got Adam Cole against Dijakovic. So we've still got those matches to come. On AEW, we've got Proud and Powerful versus Private Party and all the P's. And we've got, I hope you like your veg, I hope you like your peas, because we've got Proud and Powerful versus Private Party. And we've got Moxley versus Darby Allin. I'm guessing that's going to be about enough to get us to the end. I'm guessing that's going to be the rest of the shows. So, honestly, both shows very, very solid. Kick to the midsection by Kaylee Ray, looking to slam Dakota down. She hit hard. She hit hard. Who is that bouncer that's on the top of the entrance ramp with Private Party? Days, AEW need to build a streak. Some like Warrior, Goldberg, Batista with Luchasaurus to make him a star. I agree. Days, I just noticed this, but Jericho's theme, Judas, is by his band Fozzy. We know, dude. I know. I knew from the start. AEW needs to build a streak. We read about that. Days reminds me more of the Genius. Yes, my friends. The Genius is here. He used to come down with the Beverly Brothers, didn't he? The Genius. I love the Genius. Fun fact, that was Macho Man's brother, but I'm sure many of you knew that. Viking Raiders have a match tonight, yes. NXT is destroying AEW. I guess we know that the winner this week is NXT. I don't know if it is. Honestly, I don't know if it is. There's a t-shirt in the ring for Matt Travis. Of course, Matt Travis sadly passing away. And it's hung on that top rope. And that is a real gesture that has been acknowledged by the AEW fans there. And that's a really nice thing to do. Even Proud and Powerful aren't really doing anything heelish with it. They do take it off the top. I don't know what he's doing with it. He's just kind of holding it. Is he going to throw it to the crowd? Don't know what he's doing with it. But it was a nice gesture. Really nice gesture. Bit of class. Okay, so Dakota Kai down, screaming out. It was a double stomp. That's the same move that Cameron Grimes moves with. So I don't understand how she didn't get the victory there. Nice clothesline by Dakota Kai. Duck underneath by Kai against the ropes. Nice kick. Down goes Kaylee Ray. Kicks, quick kicks to the side of the head. Against the ropes. Through the ropes. Forearm smash. Slap back. Down goes Dakota Kai on the outside. Got two great little matches here. Into the ring steps goes Kaylee Ray. Don't forget, Kaylee Ray is the current NXT UK Women's Champion. That's a massive kick. Huge kick by Dakota Kai. Absolutely huge. She's just rearranged her face, man. Couldn't even get a two. All of that, she couldn't even get a two. Days, I meant the librarian looks more like the genius. Oh, that's fair enough. Oh my god, he's attacking Adam Cole. He's attacking Adam Cole. I don't know if you're ahead of me. Kaylee Ray defeats Dakota Kai. I think you are ahead of me. The women have been kicking some major butt. Dakota Kai has got Kaylee Ray on her shoulders. Let's have a look. People are telling me that Kaylee Ray picks up the victory quite soon. Bang. I don't even know what that move's called. A gory bomb or something? Glory bomb? 2. And Kaylee Ray is victorious. So there we go. Kaylee Ray picking up the victory. It's not a great deal happening on AEW. We are underway with Proud and Powerful versus Private Party. Kaylee Ray holding up that championship. She is a momentum train. I suppose she was always going to win because she's in that match, isn't she? This weekend, it wouldn't make sense for her to lose. Oh, Carmella's here! Carmella doing a little moonwalk thing on the edge. Who else is here? SmackDown's here. That's who's here. Who is here? Is that Dana? Mandy Rose? Sonya Deville? Bianca Belair's come down. It is Pandemonium. Tegan Knox. So we've got Mandy Rose. Sarah Logan. It is Carnage. Who is that? Io. Is that Io? Io? Looking like a Bella? Anyone else thought that was like Nikki or Brie? I thought one of the Bellas were here, but it's Io Shirai, the genius of the sky. It's not Io. I thought it was Io. I thought it was Io. It's not. It's Kairi. Kairi and there's Io. Now we've got Kairi and Io face to face. Sarah Logan kicking out. Oh my god, there's so much going on. There is so much going on. It's a full-on invasion. We've got Raw here. We've got SmackDown. I thought Io had just come down. Kairi and Io are about the same height. Nikki Cross with the top of a trash can has cleared the ring. Nikki Cross in blue. Jesse Callan says, "Hey Days, I've made it here. What have I missed?" There's no way I can tell you what you've missed, my friend. There is no way I can even begin to tell you what you've missed. Let's just say everything. The best thing you can do is stick with us to the end and then honestly go back to the beginning. It has been one of the best nights of wrestling I have seen. Maybe ever. There hasn't been a moment where I've been bored. Not a single moment where I've been bored. Both shows have delivered tonight. I think for me right now, both shows are about 9 out of 10. I'd struggle to separate them. Feel like NXT might be just ahead. Just ahead because of all of these invasions. I mean, so far we've seen... Who haven't we seen? We've seen Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Sarah Logan, Nikki Cross, Kairi Sane, Becky Lynch, who had a match, Ricochet, who had a match, Cesaro, Nakamura, Finn Balor has come out. Viking Raiders have been seen backstage. They've got a match later on. It's been absolute carnage, absolute non-stop. And I already know there's people I'm forgetting and not mentioning. So it's been insane. For that reason alone, this non-stop action kind of feel like it's just got the advantage over AEW, but AEW has been really, really solid. And I really enjoyed the Jericho segment. I kind of feel like they're both 9 out of 10. AEW maybe 8.75, but you know what? I can't separate them. I really enjoyed that Jericho segment. If I could rewatch one segment, it would probably be the Jericho one. So for that reason alone, I think AEW has to be level. I think they both have to be 9 out of 10. 9.59. Get your scores in, guys. I'd love to know what you think. I wouldn't go to a 10 for NXT because I don't think there's been anything life-changing, if you will, do you know? Like, how could you give that a 10? And then, I mean, what if CM Punk was to turn up? I mean, if you're at a 10 right now, what if Punk turns up at the end of this show? Where are you going to go? How are you going to score it then? 11 out of 10. 100 out of 10. So, yeah, I don't know if I can go to a 10. I feel like both shows have been absolutely amazing. They've been so good. They've been so good. Someone said she was. I don't think Liv was there. Oh, I didn't see Liv. AEW is a 7.5. I would say it's higher than that. NXT definitely a 10. Both shows 9.5. Grizzly Kid 4 says 9.5, 9.5. JKF says AEW 8, NXT 9.5. Nando, I feel like you and me are on the same page here. Nando says 9 out of 10 for AEW, 8.75 for NXT, just because AEW is doing this with their roster, but NXT is getting help in a big way. That's why I think they're the same. Because what AEW are doing with just their roster is very impressive. And my favourite segment has been the Jericho one tonight. So if I was to re-watch one segment, I'd go back to the Jericho bit. The Becky bit at the start was great as well. But I do think I'd go back to the Jericho one. That interaction between him and Scorpio Sky was amazing. Wrestling-wise, I think the best match was Undisputed Era and Revival. I can't separate them. Guys. Can't separate them. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Right, Viking Raiders are on their way down. The Viking Raiders versus, I think it's the Forgotten Sons. But hey, there is no right or wrong, is there? There's no right or wrong. Everyone's got their own opinions. So there is no rights or wrongs on this one. If you feel that AEW was trash, then that's your opinion. If you feel that NXT was trash, that's your opinion. If you feel both shows have been amazing, that is your opinion. If you feel that one show is slightly better than the other, that is your opinion. It's just very interesting to get everyone's thoughts. AEW 8.3 to NXT 9.2. Wrestling can't get better than this. Well, I don't know if there's a truer statement than that. Let's just say, if it would get better, it would take a lot. Let's put it that way. It would take an awful lot to beat this. Forgotten Sons are coming out. Forgotten Sons were part of that invasion the other day. So it kind of makes sense for them to be involved here. Still underway on AEW with Private Party and the Titos. Ortiz and Santana. Vikings are coming hard. I want the Fiend to show up. What's your predictions for War Games? I'll probably do that as a separate video. If Punk returns tonight, my video will definitely not be for kids with the amount of swearing in it. I don't think he will be. So I think your video will be fine. But hey, if you do put swearing in it, it's only going to be a good thing anyway, isn't it, in a way? Might get demonetized, though. But, you know, that's just the tightrope walk that we have to walk, isn't it, as YouTubers. Beautiful drop kick by Eric. Nice clothesline. We're still underway on both. NXT has been too sweet. Days, how come you didn't report last week's TV ratings? Last week's TV ratings had a slightly wider gap for AEW. I didn't really think it was that noteworthy, to be honest. The gap had closed, which I thought was interesting the week before, but then it expanded out again. I think it's noteworthy if when NXT overtake, but to be honest, they haven't done that yet, so it's just another week where AEW were victorious. I didn't expect last week to be the week that NXT overtook. I don't think they will do it this week either. Even though they're using like all this big talent, I still don't think this will be the week that they do it. I think that it's going to take this weekend's pay-per-view shows for them to get the advantage. I've been talking a lot. I need to just grab a drink, a Coke. I'm going to have a Coke. I'm going to treat myself to a Coke as we enter the final half hour, which is just over here. Let me just grab it. I'm not leaving the room. I'm not going anywhere. Still in the room, people. I'm still in the room. There it is. Oh. I'm coming back. Here I am. Oh, man. Half an hour left, that's all. Gutting. Okay, honestly, if this went on for why is it we have to suffer 3 hours of Raw and we only get 2 hours of this? What's that about? Why is that a thing? Why can't Wednesdays be 3 hours? Although, in all fairness, if Wednesday was 3 hours, it could ruin it, couldn't it? Might be the end of it. Jennifer Lockhart says NXT 8.5, AEW 8.75. Could have been a 9.5 if Orange hadn't been eliminated. Yes. But Jericho saved the night. I agree. I really do think that it is. Well, I don't know. I don't think I can't give someone the advantage, but it is a black mark on AEW that they didn't give the win to Orange Cassidy. Shame on them. Shame on them. So we are underway. We've got we've got 2 hard-hitting tag matches right now on NXT. We're well underway here with Eric getting tagged into the ring. So Eric now unloading. We're still underway as well with Proud and Powerful taking on Private Party. Match has been going on for a little while now. God, it's got to be coming towards the end on both, actually, because we've still got one more match to go on both of them. We go to commercial break on NXT. If Kevin Owens is NXT or if Johnny Gargano returns, NXT could go as high as 9.75. JKF96 says NXT wins tonight for faux show. Faux show. I've got it pretty much neck and neck, dude. I can tell you that Nick Jackson has come down. Private Party look like they might get the victory thanks to that distraction. So here we go. They're getting set up into the corner. Nice head scissors. Oh, into a cutter. 1, 2, 3, and Private Party win. That was a great final sequence. That's a big win for them, actually. That's a really big win. Private Party beating the Titos, Ortiz and Santana. That sign front and center as well. Suck it, Vince. Is that Sammy Guevara? Sammy Guevara stomping away. Ooh, here's Dustin Rhodes. His hand in a cast. Look at that, he's got a weapon. He's got his hand in a cast. Inverted atomic drop. Nice, using the cast again. This is good stuff, man. Where's Matt Jackson? Have I missed something? Why is it only Nick Jackson that's out? I don't understand. Where is Matt Jackson? That is the great mystery of tonight. Where is Matt Jackson? I'm sorry, Matt Jackson. I am for real. Never make Nick cry. Right, well, there we go. Look. Great win for Private Party. Does anyone know where Matt Jackson is? Have they said? Because I can't have commentary on. Babyfaces causing distractions. That's illogical booking. I don't know. I don't mind it. They've got beef, haven't they, between them? Next week, we've got the Dynamite Dozen Finals. MJF versus Hangman Page. Matt had neck injury. Fair play. Matt is invading NXT. Cody returns next week. Cody returns. So they're really promoting what you're going to see next week. Pac versus Kenny Omega next week. Wow, that's a big match, isn't it? Pac versus Kenny Omega. Scorpio Sky versus Chris Jericho for the AEW World Championship. They know, don't they? They know that next week is the week they could get beaten in ratings. They have stacked next week's show. They have absolutely stacked it. At what point do you think these shows are going to run out of steam? What they're giving us so far, is it sustainable? Can they keep this going forever? So, Viking Raiders. We can see Kenny Omega training, trying to get back into shape following that match against Moxley. Big back body drop by Eric on NXT. Darby, Moxley next. See what Omega's got to say. He says, you've seen me do a lot of stuff that's very uncharacteristic. I lost my marbles. Ah, this is really good. So, Omega's saying that he lost his mind when he lost to Pac. Moxley cleaned the scraps, but it was his loss to Pac that made him snap. I really like that. I really like that. Again, so... Oh my god, it's so simple booking. It's simple, it's logical, it makes sense. I'm not being offended as a wrestling fan here with some stupid Rusev is a sex pest storyline. Goodbye and good bench. So he's getting his training for next week. So now this match has got a purpose. Thanks, Omega. Lovely. Good work. Right, back on NXT. We're still underway here. It's a good showing this for the Forgotten Sons. Really hanging with the Viking Raiders. Into the corner, into some knees. One. Kick out. Yeah, it's heart, not just any heart, a rebel heart. Darby Allin, coffin drop. Omega waits. Yeah, did you see him? He had two little ones, the one side, one the other side. And so, as we left him, he was like... he wasn't benching much. Still more than I can. I like how he trolled with the lightweights. Viking Raiders defeat the Forgotten Sons. Oh, you're ahead of me. JKF 96. Big strike by Riker on the outside. We're at commercial break for AEW. We've got 22 minutes left, guys. That's it. Cutler. Oh! dumping Ivar on the edge of the ring. NXT chant. In the ring. Cutler. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up by Ivar. Is Riker going to get involved now? Oh, it's been thrown out. Referee has thrown Riker out. Tell you what, guys, we haven't got long for this ladder match. What the hell's going on? Roll up. Here we go. 1, 2. Kick out by Ivar. Knee. Oh, it was vicious. It was absolutely vicious knee. He's out, man. Just pin him. Just pin him. The boy's done. Tag. In comes Eric. Oh, hello. Wesley Blake getting involved. Oh, Eric goes crashing into Ivar. And into Cutler, I believe. All 4 people are down. All 4 people are down. Right, here we go. Viking Raiders, face to face. All 4 guys are back up on their feet. We're still at commercial break on AEW. They're trading shots right now. Trading blows. Big forearm smash. Big clothesline. Eric with a big boot. Cartwheel. Eric does the same. Everyone's cartwheeling. I feel like I'm at like a playground in a nursery school. There's just loads of cartwheels everywhere. Nice. Springboard back elbow. Feel like this is the beginning of the end. Up. Caught. Down. 1, 2, 3. And the Viking Raiders win. Raw Tag Team Champions victorious over the Forgotten Sons. Wow. Good match. 19 minutes to go. It is main event time here on AEW. The reliable tones of JR. Right, Justin Roberts about to do his announcing. Bob Bobbert says, Jon Moxley is my favourite Kabuki warrior. I think we can agree is not the most attractive. Well, maybe we can't agree. Maybe there's many of you out there that feel he is. Here comes Darby Allin dragging a body bag that says Mox. I like this. Good. It's a good little intro, innit? So, Kathy Kelly now. What's happening? Pete Dunne. Oh, yeah, that was meant to be tonight, wasn't it? So when is that match? That match is at War Games now. So it looks like we're building towards... Hello. Come around here. It looks like we're building towards Pete Dunne. And, yes, it's been moved. Pete Dunne, Damian Priest. Hello. But here she is. Kia days. Kia days. You comfy, mate? He loves it. You've missed some good wrestling. Do you want me to tell you everything? Here we go. Look, do you want me to tell you? So, this is what you've missed, right? You've missed, God, what have you missed? Everyone, yeah, you're bored, all right. Thanks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks. Right, Darby Allin is making his way out. The triple threat, Pete Dunne, Damian Priest, Killian Dane. That is been moved to War Games. So it looks like it's just going to be the ladder match. So let's change this over. I like the body bag thing. It is, let me turn this down. Adam Cole versus Dijakovic. Adam Cole was trolling, saying that he was going to win this match, and Dijakovic pointed out that he could reach the briefcase by standing on the bottom rung of the ladder. So he asked him, how did he think that he was going to win this match? Which I thought was quite a witty little line. I am so incredibly hyped about Darby versus Mox. The ladder match will end in a screwy finish. There is still a member to be named. Oh my God, Kia. Yes. Look, people loving you. Days, do you think at Takeover Rumble, it will be Gargano versus Balor? I'm sure that's a match you're going to get, mate. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, he took Gargano out, didn't he? It might even be that Johnny comes back at War Games and interferes in the match with Riddle, but I hope not. I kind of like it if they're just clean finishes, you know? Tyler Breeze will be the final member. Where is Breezango? That's a really good point. No, I don't feel like I've seen Breezango in ages. I think the fourth member of Ciampa's team will be Kevin Owens. Right, we are underway, my friends. 14 minutes to go. Darby Allin against Jon Moxley. They are fighting in the crowd. Fighting in the crowd at the moment. Darby and Mox brawl before the match starts. Days, I'm subscribed. Can I please get a shout out? Absolutely. Shout out to Carl's Toy Show. Shout out to Carl's Toy Show. Carl, it's going to be rough on YouTube if you've got a toy show. I wish you all the best. You might want to be Carl's Toy Show and adult content or something. I don't know. And reactions. But yeah, shout out to you, my friend. If you are watching as well and you haven't subscribed and you're thinking, this feels alright, I feel like I could be a part of this going forward, hit the subscribe, join us. We're here on Friday for SmackDown, and it's not as intense as this. I can react a bit more with the chat because obviously trying to watch two shows, a little bit tricky. So we can be a little bit more interactive on the SmackDown one. And then, of course, got War Games on Saturday. We've got Survivor Series on Sunday. We're back with Raw on Monday. Then we've got Power, and I think we will do WWE Backstage on Tuesday, and then we're back to NXT and AEW next Wednesday. So it's just my life, never ending. Just keeps on going. Moxley taking a bit of a bow there as he is destroying Darby Allin. Look at Darby Allin's hand. That's cool, man. That's some nice selling. Darby Allin just kind of shaking his hand on the outside. Seems like he's done a little bit of nerve damage. So, yeah, Darby Allin is crawling over to the corner. Moxley. This looks like it's going to be an actual wrestling match here. Big kick by Darby Allin. Darby Allin jumps over the top. Goes for the drop kick. Drives Moxley back. Running out of time for this ladder match. They've got a little video package for War Games now. It's like, guys... Oh, they do overrun, though, don't they, on NXT? So, fair enough. Fair enough. They do have a little bit more time. So, fair enough. Shout out to Kia. AEW. Oh, you're not enjoying AEW? Thank you very much, Amanda. Really appreciate it. Darby and Moxley are killing it. AEW 8, NXT 9. NXT will probably hit the overrun so we can watch the AEW main event and catch the final. Yes, very true. What NXT superstar should I draw? Draw Matt Riddle. Right, nice throw by Moxley, who kind of gets onto the top, has a little lie down. Very Tyler Breeze-esque. Must have heard of us talking about Tyler Breeze. Thought you'd do a Tyler Breeze impression. Thrown across the ring is Darby Allin. Moxley just slowly walking over. Grabbing the hand of Darby Allin. Stomp. Oh, I think he stomped on the elbow. Allin straight up though. Is that a guillotine? I think he's got like a guillotine, but Moxley managing to power out of it. Plants Darby Allin down. Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle, of course, this Saturday. So they're just doing little promo package for War Games. Moxley grabbing Darby. Got him by the chin. What's he looking for? Big chop. Darby Allin goes down. Pace of this is quite slow, you know. Quite slow pace on this. It's like a dissection of Darby Allin, actually. So, it looks like we're about to get underway as well on NXT with our ladder match. With about 10 minutes to go. We will keep an eye on both. But I think the chat was right. We'll keep a closer eye on AEW because NXT tends to overrun. Dijakovic making his way out. So desperately trying to put up the end of NXT to see that ladder match. Where in the world is Carmen Breezango? Shout out Isaac Balor Club. Shout out to Isaac Balor Club. I'm excited for War Games. It's going to be awesome. I don't disagree. What time is War Games in the UK? It's normally around about like 11, 12 at night. It's normally a little bit earlier than a normal pay-per-view. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's normally like 11 till 1 or something like that. Haven't actually looked yet. I'd have to go onto the network and have a look. Cloverleaf by Moxley. Really cinching it in. Oh, hello. Where's she gone? Oh, she's gone in the other room. Just looked down there and she'd gone. Adam Cole, baby. So, Dijakovic has got into the ring. Adam Cole about to make his way down. Jon Moxley is absolutely dissecting Darby Allin. He's got a lovely, lovely move here. Yeah, Darby Allin having to work hard. How is he not submitting to this? That's a rear naked choke. Really annoys me. That is a rear naked choke that he has got on him there. That is straight up. So that is you can't breathe. Can't breathe. He's cutting off the airway. You cannot breathe. Yeah, Darby Allin has still managed to crawl his way over. It's not a criticism of AEW. It's a criticism of wrestling as a whole. The appreciation or lack of appreciation for submission holds really annoys me. They both spill to the outside. Adam Cole's here. God, how hard does Adam Cole work? Been on so many shows. Darby Allin on the edge of the ring. Comes down, he's clubbing away on Dean Ambrose into the ring steps. Goes, say Ambrose, Moxley. Might still make that slip from time to time. So, Adam Cole's in the ring. Both guys on AEW are on the outside. We've got 7 minutes to go. Big strikes by Darby Allin. Slamming Moxley's hand onto the steps. Did Dijakovic tweet out something making fun of The Fiend? If he has, I haven't seen it. Into the ring goes Darby Allin. Drop kick. Moxley goes down to the outside. Velveteen Dream is probably going to be the last replacement for the 5-on-5. I don't know where he is with his recovery, to be honest. Moxley is going to look to suplex Darby Allin to the outside. It's 250. It's 2:54. Yes, 2:54 in the morning. Coming up to 5 to 3 in the morning here. Ugh, Darby Allin spills into the ring. I don't know what that is. Is it some padding or something? Ref's having to snap his finger back. Moxley just catching his finger there. What is that padding? I don't know where that padding has come from in the ring. We're underway with the ladder match. Dijakovic grabbing a ladder. Moxley has got Darby Allin up. Darby Allin back down, though. There's a real size difference between Darby Allin and Moxley. Oh! Moxley hurling Darby Allin. Look at that woman in the front row. It's like a Darby Allin super fan. Dijakovic said cute mask a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure the Fiend is gutted. Right, we've got ladders being used here by Dijakovic in the ring. Adam Cole is down, baby. And Moxley is grabbing that Moxley body bag. Tope Suicida. Tope Suicida. By Darby Allin. Dijakovic has got that ladder set up. I feel like it's a bit too early for him to win this. Clothesline. Absolutely spins Darby Allin inside out. Moxley now is actually setting that body bag up. Looks like he wants to put Darby Allin into it. Very Undertaker-esque. Darby Allin even helping to get into position. Dijakovic has been pulled off that ladder. And Moxley is zipping up. He is in big, big trouble. He's zipping him up. Right, and now Moxley stomping away on Darby Allin. Referee trying to back him up. Oh, you back again? Stomping away. Is this not, I mean, is that not a DQ? I kind of feel like that's a DQ. I feel like that body bag, using it during the match, is a weapon. Mauro, we should call him Mauro Ranallo. Mauro, or should we call him Mario? Oh, no, Mauro. On Raw, The Fiend faced McIntyre in a steel cage match after air. Yep. Darby is in it. Love how Excalibur says Tope Suicida. So much passion. Imagine whoever wins the ladder match, The Fiend attacks NXT would explode. NXT would explode. I would explode. I would explode. So, Moxley. Darby Allin with a little roll-up. Straight to the midsection. Darby Allin. To kick out by Moxley. Where are we? Got 3 minutes for AEW. Kind of feel like this match has been alright. It's not been my favourite match. I feel like I would actually take a little bit off the score as a result. So I'm kind of at like maybe an 8.75. There's the coffin drop, but he gets caught by Mox. I like that. I did like that. Coffin drop into a choke, but again, he's no selling the submission. Moxley kicks out. Nice, big strike by Darby Allin. We are just at commercial break on NXT, by the way. Darby Allin biting from Moxley. Moxley biting away. Double underhook. Plants Darby Allin. That should be it. That should be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3, and Moxley gets the victory. Moxley beats Darby Allin. Oh, winner of this match, Moxley. There we go. So, Moxley with the victory. We're back on NXT with the ladder match. Obviously, our attention will turn to NXT. Yeah, he's really selling his fingers there. He's really selling that he's really hurt his fingers. So, Moxley's hand is raised. For me, AEW towards the end. Do you know what? I just don't think I'm a Moxley fan, if I'm being honest. I think that match was perfectly fine for a main event. Way better, in my opinion, than Moxley against Omega. I don't really care about Moxley. So for me, 8.75 out of 10. I think we were around a 9. And honestly, I think that's fair. I think that's very, very fair. I don't think there was anything that was like really groundbreaking on AEW. I just think it was a really solid show. I think they really came out with something excellent using their roster that they've got. I mean, there's no reason. I think what's very exciting for AEW is there's no reason why they can't give you that every single week. I don't know why you couldn't get that level of awesomeness every single week. There's no reason why they can't give you 8.5 to 8.75 every single week. And that still gives us plenty of room for when something earth-shattering happens, you know. We can still go up to a 9. We can still go up to a 10 if something crazy happens in the future. So I'm kind of at an 8.5 to 8.75. I'm going to say 8.75. I was at a 9 as we went into that main event. Main event was fine, but for me didn't quite reach the same standard as some of the other things that we'd seen. Certainly not as good as the Jericho segment. Certainly not as good as the first match that opened the show tonight. So I think I'm very comfortable with an 8.75. In regards to NXT, I'm at a 9 at the moment. I'm still at a 9 for NXT. I think it's been excellent, and this match has been very, very good as well. Of course, we're entering into the final 5-10 minutes of NXT. So a lot of excitement. I'm sure we're going to get some kind of epic moment to end the show. Dijakovic is climbing that ladder. Adam Cole is down. Adam Cole making a big lunge towards the ladder. Trying to grab the leg of Dijakovic. Heard rumours that Seth and Roman and Braun might have been around. We haven't seen them yet. So could we see them appearing at the end? Adam Cole has got one hand on that briefcase. Goes down. Oh, Canadian Destroyer. Yeah, well, actually, I suppose in a way it was his Panama Sunrise, wasn't it? It's kind of like a Panama Sunrise off the ladder. Lands first and then goes over. Really good stuff. Look at that. Down he goes. Brilliant innovation. And Dijakovic has actually fallen to the outside. So it looks like Adam Cole has got a clean run right now. Adam Cole climbing up that ladder. Dijakovic is making a bit of movement on the outside. He might be able to get in. He does. Big strike to Adam Cole. So he's got Adam Cole. He's looking to put him onto his shoulders. And, GTS! GTS by Dijakovic, but he collapses in pain. He's really holding that knee. So that knee seems to have given out a little bit for Dijakovic. Looks like he's going to need all the help he can get to climb this ladder. Adam Cole down. Dijakovic is hobbling his way up. Of course, he's very tall. He only needs to get to the halfway point and he'll reach that briefcase. And he's using one leg at the moment to hobble his way up this ladder. The heart, the guts. He's got one hand on that briefcase. Adam Cole is up on the other side. They've both got two hands on the briefcase here. They're both fighting for the briefcase. Whoever gets knocked off now. Dijakovic gets knocked off, goes through that ladder, and it's Adam Cole that wins. Wow, Adam Cole wins that match, managing to knock Dijakovic from the top of the ladder. He goes crashing down, goes crashing through a ladder, and it's Adam Cole, baby, that wins the advantage for his team at NXT War Games. So Adam Cole on top of the ladder. I'm guessing Undisputed Era are going to come down. I'm guessing the other War Games team are going to come down. Wouldn't be surprised if those Raw superstars, those SmackDown superstars, they might make an appearance as well. So I don't think this is quite over yet. Let's put it that way. But a big moment for Adam Cole, baby. So they're just showing us some replays of Dijakovic injuring his knee. Adam Cole actually using that briefcase, smashing it in the face of Dijakovic. Dijakovic going down and crashing through that ladder. Really good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. So Adam Cole has got a briefcase in this hand. He's got an NXT championship in the other hand. Where's the rest of Undisputed Era? Ah, here they are. Undisputed Era making their way down. And here are SmackDown. So we've got Nakamura, Revival, Cesaro, and then behind we've got Raw. We've got Zack Ryder, we've got the Viking Raiders, we've got the Street Profits. So we've got a lot of talent in Full Sail right now. And now we've got an all-out brawl very similar to what we saw at the end of Raw. And now we've got SmackDown face-to-face with Raw. I think Raw actually outnumbers SmackDown. And have we got some NXT talent coming down? I think there's a few people that have come down. I can see Bronson Reed has come down. I can't see who else. Is that Angel Garza? It is. It's, again, very similar to the end of Raw. Drew McIntyre in the ring. Drew McIntyre with a Claymore. Drew McIntyre with a Claymore kick. Nice. Into the ring. Oh, bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory. He's got McIntyre up. Look at this. Sit down powerbomb. Sit down powerbomb by Keith Lee. Into the ring now comes Eric. Absolutely awesome scenes. This is just like dream match followed by dream match followed by dream match. They're working together against the ropes and they go crashing onto a massive pool of talent. NXT is a war zone. Absolute brilliant scenes. Adam Cole, baby, finds himself in the ring on his own. Little smirk on his face. Little smile on his face. Can't believe his luck. Last man standing in the ring. Someone else is in. Who is this? Who is this? Seth? Is that Seth? Is that Seth? It's Seth Rollins is here! Seth Rollins! Seth Rollins is in the ring! Burn it down is the chant! Seth Rollins looking for the curb! And what now? Who now? Tommaso! Tommaso has come walking out! Tommaso Ciampa! Tommaso Ciampa is like, what, you've come here? You've come here to my ring. You're in my ring. So, Seth Rollins, you're in my ring. Oh my days. Look at this. Look at this. Tommaso Ciampa slowly making his way down. Takes a couple of steps up them ring steps. Actually, I think he's going to walk away. No, charging over. Knee to the side of the head of Adam Cole. Seth Rollins standing in the ring on his own. Oh, Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Tommaso Ciampa getting into the ring. This moment, look at this. Look at this. Seth Rollins in the ring with Tommaso Ciampa. Dreams are made of this. Like legit dreams. This is like a dream match. Talking trash at each other. Seth Rollins throws his arms apart. And they're going at it. They're exchanging blows right now. They come to blows. I think the show is going to end with these two brawling it out. Ciampa, big strike by Seth. Gets through a big back elbow by Ciampa. Finishes. Want more of that, please. I want more of that. Woo, baby. It was good. It was good. Why do we even do AEW? There's some good moments, man. Jericho cut some awesome promos. Man, that was a great ending. Oh, that was a really great ending. I'm gonna stick. I could. Do you know what? Honestly, after that ending, I could go to 9.25. I could go to 9.25. I'm gonna go to 9.25. I should. Why debate it? Just go to it. I feel like NXT deserves to have a little bit more than just a 0.25 better than AEW. That was really good, man. It was really good. What a show. No Roman. No Braun. Just all out war. Just an all out war. Very similar to what we saw at the end of Raw. I thought this one was done better. No weak matches all night. You know how we were saying about Bronson Reed versus Angel Garza? Didn't get anything like that. I think the closest we got to that was Dakota Kai against Kaylee Ray. But still, that's a great match. Kaylee Ray is the current NXT UK Women's Champion. Dakota Kai has just come back from a lengthy injury. I'm a big fan of both women, more so Dakota Kai. And it wasn't an offensive match at all. So yeah, I was really into it. Really into it. NXT 9 out of 10. Robin813 says 10 out of 10. NXT was amazing. I agree, it was amazing. It was neck and neck, but my final score, AEW 9, NXT 10. Get your scores in, guys. Get your scores in. I would like to know your thoughts. Some salty AEW marks. I don't think anyone should be salty, to be honest. I think both shows delivered. I think if you decided to watch AEW, you saw a great show. If you watched NXT, you saw a great show. If someone was to ask me what show should I watch tonight, I would say NXT. And I think I'd be right in saying that because of like the invasions, you know. So I feel quite comfortable that it had a mass appeal. So I think NXT was definitely the better show. But honestly, you might think I'm crazy, but segment-wise, Jericho, I still think Jericho was the best segment. Closely followed by the ending of NXT. I thought Tommaso and Seth Rollins and everything was really cool. But it wasn't a very long segment. It was a very short segment. So I do feel like that Jericho just gets the advantage, that Jericho segment. NXT amazing, but big shout out to AEW. Still smashing it, yep. If NXT doesn't beat AEW in the ratings, what else could they do? It's not about what they do on the show, by the time the show actually happens, I think it's too late, to tell the truth. I feel like they need to make it more obvious that there's going to be a reason to watch. So I think they did a lot by saying on Raw, it's an open door, anything can happen. And then you had the superstars before the show started tweeting out pictures and things. And then the show started with Becky. So they did a lot to get that message out there. Don't miss NXT, don't miss NXT, don't miss NXT, don't miss NXT. But I think you will, I could be wrong, but I think you will actually see a bigger rating next week. I think all of this will actually come good next week because we've got War Games, we've got Survivor Series. Just think of the exposure NXT is going to have at Survivor Series. Like, that's one of the big 4 pay-per-views. It's one of the shows that, like, casual fans tune into that maybe don't watch Raw. A lot of fans will just catch up on results of Raw and SmackDown. They won't watch it, or they'll watch little clips, yeah? But fans tend to watch the pay-per-views. I mean, I know from my own experience, when we do watch-alongs for Raw, we get about 20,000 people that will join us at some point. When we do a watch-along for SmackDown, it's around about the same. On a Wednesday, traditionally, it's been about 10. It is smaller. But when it comes to pay-per-views, it can be like 30, 40, 50,000 people. It can be double what Raw gets. So it is a bigger deal. And obviously Survivor Series is one of the bigger shows as well. So I really do feel like this is going to come good for NXT next week. So don't be surprised if they don't win the ratings war this week. Don't be surprised. I do think it could be close. And they could do it. They absolutely could do it. Don't be surprised if they don't. Goodbye, LSW. Jason, the future, always awesome. Morning to Guri Writer. Randy Jesus. What do you guys not know how to push the like button? Yeah, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Really would appreciate it. It's always great to welcome new members to the community. And this is what we do. We just watch wrestling and have a good time. I mean, that is it. Really, that is it. It's as simple as that. And might not always agree on everything. But I'd like to think that we're respectful on the streams. So I feel like it's a safe place. I feel like this is a safe place. John Morrison in NXT, that would make sense. Good night to Travante. Thank you for joining us. Days, I was watching NXT. I got cut out. What happened to Adam Cole after? Did Ciampa come with his 4 member? Afterwards, Adam Cole was in the ring and he got attacked by Drew McIntyre. I think it was Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre cleared the ring, and then Keith Lee got into the ring, and then Seth Rollins got into the ring, and then Tommaso Ciampa came down. Ciampa came down, attacked Adam Cole, who was on the outside by this point, and then was just brawling with Seth as we went to a black screen. How do you pronounce that name? Is it Joaquin? Like Joaquin Phoenix? Would you like to see NXT matches at WrestleMania? Yes, definitely, 100%. Not many, not loads. Probably like the NXT Championship, I think should be defended at WrestleMania. And maybe if there's like a grudge match that really deserves it. But I don't need to see like the North American Championship defended, or I suppose the women's title. So the women's title, NXT Women's, NXT Championship, and one more at an absolute push. But I would probably just do the 2 big titles at WrestleMania. And I think that's about it. I don't think they should do NXT like a couple of days before. They need to really give that some thought. Because like that's a big ask, isn't it, to do a women's match, an NXT takeover women's match on the Friday or the Saturday, and then go again at WrestleMania. I feel like you need to be rested for WrestleMania. Days, really appreciate the streams and the reaction videos. Thank you very much, Philip. Really appreciate it, man. Jerry, thank you very much as well. Really appreciate all the kind words. Very, very cool. Jesse, thank you so much for joining us. Again, guys, don't forget, we are back this weekend. We are back Friday. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'm doing videos. There'll be videos on the channel tomorrow. But I am back on Friday for SmackDown, Saturday for NXT, Sunday for Survivor Series, Monday for Raw, Tuesday for NWA Power, and I think we will do Backstage as well. And then Wednesday again for NXT and AEW. So lots to look forward to. Lots of wrestling on the way. And just thank you for joining us. Honestly, one of my favourite nights of the year. I think tonight was one of my favourite wrestling nights of the year. And my God, was it needed. I thought Raw was awful. We've had a lot of the Jim Cornette controversy and everything. Really needed a palate cleanser. And I feel like that's what we got. So, very, very cool, guys. Very, very cool. Thanks a lot for watching then, guys. Really appreciate the support. If you enjoyed the stream, drop a like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully, see you again next time. Bye for now.